We're live.
I'm a king, king, king. Riding through the streets like a king, king, king. I'm a king, king, king. Riding through the streets like a king, king, king. King, king, king. I'm a king, king, king.
Oh, snap. Welcome to another wonderful episode of Busting Balls with Lou and Joey C.
What's happening?
Oh, yeah.
Joey has finally made it home, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm
It
home.
only took him 12 days, but he finally did it.
Wow. Oh, my God. I missed this view. I
You do?
missed this view, Joey C. It's good to see you
Yeah.
at your home. And, I think
Thank
your hair is growing longer and your mustache and everything. And,
Yeah. I definitely got to
you
clean
know,
up.
You know, we started the show off with a gifted membership by Flex.
Thank you.
well, you know what? He's going to get the bell then. There you go.
Hey!
Ding.
Well,
We thanked him behind the scenes because he did it before we started. So, he's got his lovely thank you. Thank you again, Flex.
thank you.
And then the chat started walking in.
Well,
He also wants to know if you have a crypto address, Joey.
a crypto address?
Yeah,
Oh.
it might be worth getting one.
What? I might have.
Cryptocurrency, if you're into cryptocurrency.
I don't know much about it. I mean, I don't know why. Did people send you cryptocurrency?
I don't know if they can send you cryptocurrency through Streamyards, but through super chats and stuff. But you can. I don't know. I don't mess with crypto like that.
I'll have to check. Like, so I'll make. I don't even know much about it. What do I do? Go and make one up on a crypto? I have no idea.
You would have to buy a crypto, create a username and all that, get into some cryptocurrency, like buy some, invest some money into it, and then let it just make money for you.
You want to address this third man? Because I'm
Mm.
exhausted, so I'm going to be like lagging here. You want to address this?
This isn't Kahuna's show.
Correct.
This is so Kahuna wouldn't be here,
He wouldn't be here at all. Exactly.
not on this show. Plus, Kahuna at this time of day, it's 2:04 in his neck of the woods. He's working. So sending Kahuna the link would do no well. If Kahuna wants to come on, I would have him on with me and Joey, but
We got the great Bobby Nix here. That's all that counts.
yes, we got
right.
Bobby
That's
in.
right. Thanks for having me on, fellas.
And that's how I make my money. Okay. Well, maybe you guys should get together behind the scenes and you could teach Joey a little something on
Yeah,
that.
I like to learn. That's great, man. Yeah, definitely. I would definitely like to learn that.
That's right, Jim. Hide your balls. The boys are back. We finally got Joey in a house and not in a car.
Good. We left everything in the car. We just ran upstairs.
Okay, so there's that answer. It's free to make an account.
All right. I'll check that out then. Yeah. First thing I had to do was check my underwear. I had to get a ruling on my underwear. And
And what was the ruling? What was the ruling, Joey?
pretty foul.
Pretty foul.
They were
huh?
stinky. They were stinky with a little brown bubble in there.
A lot of skid marks.
Oh, man.
That's it.
Just won tonight. Oh, look at that. He won something tonight. Good for you. Good for you.
Awesome.
Boom.
Lou the Demon says hello, gentlemen. And Lou. Hello. Casino was kind this evening.
Oh, good. Casino.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Cupcake.
Hello, Cupcake.
Cupcake.
Oh, man. So, fresh off of the DabbleCon 2, are you ready to just relax and sleep in your own bed tonight?
I am. I got to do payroll. And the YouTube money just hit the payroll. So I have to do payroll first and foremost. That's the first thing.
Oh, he gifted another one.
Thank
Another
you.
one was gifted.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Get
you.
well,
Flex.
Flex.
We wouldn't
Why
want
not?
to. I didn't pay my debt. I didn't pay my.
Oh shit! Cupcake got the membership.
He's back in action.
Boom.
All right.
Got
Cupcake
him.
got the membership back.
All right. That's his fourth, I believe. Is that your fourth cupcake? Fourth time?
Man, he's lucky.
All you got to do is go in. I'm here to announce that Jim Grinder, and I have been in love for months now. He came to the double con just to see me. We banged each other out behind the comedy at Carl's. Wow.
Wow. Very nice.
Okay.
Well, congratulations on your new relationship there, American Cupcake.
Yeah, you know,
We
we
wish
don't
you the best.
Wow.
discriminate. You know, hopefully,
I don't know.
hopefully it wasn't brown and bubbly, and it was consensual.
Did not have sexual relations with that cupcake. This is look at this.
Oh,
what it-
he's denying it.
You know what I think it was? I think he thought he was with Grindel, but he was with the doll that Grindel was carrying.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's what I think. Cupcake. He might have been misunderstanding that the doll he thought was Grindel, and I think that's what happened.
oh man,
could be.
the clock thickens. Oh shit, bases loaded, no one out, top of the eighth.
What game
Come on,
is
Jose Buto. Mets and Orioles.
this?
You know, I
I'm
got.
wiped out. I tell you that I'm wiped out. There's no doubt about that.
Of course, you're probably gonna after you return to Rental, you're probably gonna sleep for a whole day.
Well, I got the Elvis Shot Lounge tonight. I got to get. I got a lot of thumbnails to change. I got a lot of work to do. If I could do half of them after this show, I am going to relax. I got to still go down and get the stuff out of the car, but I definitely will relax.
Now you're home. You got to relax.
That's that.
Yeah.
You know,
Try your best to relax. Joey.
Maga Ray DeVito says Spider absolutely killed it this weekend. It was a pleasure getting to meet the legend. Flex just gifted 5 more Catalano TV memberships.
Thank you. You're starting out good, Lou. You're starting out good here.
Yeah.
Starting out
This
good.
this was the right move, Joey. Fuck wait till September, God damn it. We moved it up 3 weeks.
All right.
Joey's right. Cupcake was with the doll, same size cock, so I see how he can make that mistake.
Ooh. Well.
Wow.
Oh, these two.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who were the recipients? Ryan A. Donkey Kongaton got one. Electric Head Gino. Chad Hosenfeld. And Luciano, whatever, something like that.
All right. Well, you know,
Right.
he had gone a week. This kitty gifted 25, I think, last night. But
Yeah.
Deadpool did the night before 10. But normally, being on the road, that's one thing we didn't get on the IRL. We were getting up memberships. So memberships renewed. So you get that month where people had them. So it feels good to start bringing it back up. You know what I'm saying? To where we were going to be. Good.
Yep, everyone, you got one. Hey. All right. So
That one?
Mason with Icy. And Cupcake says the doll was sitting on Jim's back while I was blowing it out.
Wow. That's a visualizer, isn't it?
That is. Can you visualize that, Bobby? I don't know. I don't know if I could actually visualize.
I'm trying not to, but it's
Yeah.
I gotta try to block it from my mind.
Jimmy Baby gives a hell of a reach around. He really knows how to tickle the balls.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
That's good.
Oh, these two, boy, I tell you. This is
So nice
funny.
to see everybody here, too, isn't it?
So nice to see everybody here getting along so well.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So Joey has time to relax now before he heads to Detroit. What's the plan there? Driving or flying?
Good question.
I would recommend just flying in,
Get in a car.
and then if you need to get a car while you're up there,
How about this? Flying into Chicago, visiting my mother, renting a car in Chicago, and driving
and then driving over to Detroit, and then flying out of Detroit.
to a one-way rental and fly back out to Detroit. That might be.
All right, so
Either way,
MAGA.
either way, I'm going to be grifted and begging, just so you know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the pocketbooks rolling. We need $4,000 to get Joey to Detroit because he's got to get airfare, hotel, rental, plus food. Let's not forget that.
But we'll cut. You're right, because we cut down the days by flying there. We don't have to have.
Yes, you don't have to be on the road so long. And it won't take you 24 days to get back home this time.
That's right. I know I am.
American Cupcake is the baby goat, spider goat status.
That's it. Fighter is. He had a great.
Now we know this is untrue. I'm impossible to give Cupcake a reach around. Oh, come on. Kleenex says, hello, Joey.
Hey, Kleenex, how are you, buddy? I haven't seen you on for a while. What you been going up to, buddy? What's happening? Good to see you, buddy.
Bobby looks half baked. Oh, what the hell? Nope, missed that one.
Did
No.
Kleenex ever move to Florida? Did you ever make it down here to Florida, Kleenex? I know you were talking about coming down.
I hope he didn't come deal with this miserable heat.
You plan on leaving Seattle?
Shit, you got home just in time before the rain because it was raining down here.
We did hit the rain, did we? Yeah. We hit it on 75 between you know where the split is? Where you get 75 and 275?
Yeah.
Right there at the split, all that way to I-4, we hit a ton of rain. Definitely got rain.
All right, so say, didn't the Big Kahuna used to be on this channel? Yes. Yes, he was.
But he was never on this show. This is a whole different show.
Yes.
Well, this is the inaugural episode of this show on the Joey Catalano TV, is it not?
Yes.
So
So
it's a big day, folks. Big day.
we're not going to do that Catalan TV. We're supposed to go September, but people kind of forced it to come on now. Which this show will go to twice a week. I think.
yes, twice a week. Hey, what the fuck? Maybe we'll do it 3 times a week. Who knows?
Who knows? Right now, we were doing it Wednesdays. We're definitely going to be doing it Friday.
Yeah.
We'll do it Monday.
When you're ready to do Fridays, just let me know. We'll move it to Fridays as well.
We can do it this Friday. I don't care.
All right. Well, there you go. You heard it here first, folks. Joey says, "Fuck it, Friday it is."
Friday it is. As
Yeah.
long as we all play nice and we respect that we are monetized and we get to that, and we're all good. Everything's good. We can act like children, but we also have to be grown up at the same time.
Well, I mean, we ain't got to worry about that here. We get along so well. And if shit goes south, we could take it behind the scenes and handle it like proper gentlemen. So we'll be good.
And if we guys watch every, like the Mrs. C on the IRL, she accidentally slipped the word that I had to do away with it. And it was totally not in that bad way she said that word. You know what I'm saying? She was just hanging. You know what I'm saying?
YouTube kind of doesn't care about context. So
you guys on the IRL streams were fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
The bickering and the bitching was great.
Oh, I got to hand it to Rocco. Rocco was the one that came to me and said, "Listen, trust me on this, but you got to do 24/7." But I'm not comfortable doing that at home. We're not, either is she. But
Well, who wants to stream everything in real life at home?
Right.
That's something you do on the road.
But we're willing to take these maybe once or every other week. Even a short trip. We could go to here to. There's so many weekend trips you could do in Florida. You go to Miami. You could go to
St. Augustine.
Yeah, a lot of trips. A lot of history.
Hello, Mandy.
Mandy did.
Oh, these two boys.
Hi, Mandy. How's your mom doing? Hope all is well at home.
Yeah, me too.
Kleenex wants to know. I'm wondering when you will invite me on the show.
Kleenex, you're always welcome. You're always welcome on the show. Kleenex knows I tell you a funny thing. We had Kleenex on the last time we had him on. He didn't know Cabby was the person he was arguing with. And him and Cabby tied up pretty good. And the next day, Kleenex goes, "Why did you frickin' tell me it was Cabby, man. I'm a big fan of Cabby. Here he is. They're going back and forth. How are you going to stop that and just let them know at that moment the way they were bringing it? They were bringing gold, and that was fun. Phoenix, I have no problem ever bringing you on, sir.
So he has been to Florida. He was in Miami and the Keys, but he did not move here.
Did not move here. Okay, good. Now he gets around the globe. You know who he is, Lou? You know who he is?
No, but if he's from Seattle, I remember you talking about him.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. He's the guy that was on with Cabby that night. Cabby was calling him Santa Claus, and he was telling Cabby, "Oh, fuck you! You don't look how you look about about the same age as me, you prick." And they were going back and forth. It was hilarious.
And he says he's still streaming, but he's bored of it.
Yeah, Phoenix was one of those guys that he puts his link in the chat. He has high pitch on a lot, but he would put his link in there, and people would just go on his show, which could be dangerous. That would be dangerous and suicidal for us. No doubt about that. But for Phoenix, it worked. He was not monetized. And I don't think anybody ever messed with him. They liked him.
So green screen drama.
We got a super chat.
Yeah, we'll get to it in a second.
Right?
Joey, how come you let the dark-skinned one say the N-word but yell at your wife about it?
Well, who was that said that word? Dark-skinned one that said
Dick Ulick.
there was no dark one that ever said it on my screen.
Yeah, I mean, and then Jim Grindle with the generous donation of $2. Here's the $2 cupcake offered to blow me at DoubleCon 2.
Wow. He offered to pay you to let him. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's when Jim professed his love for me.
Thank you for the $2.
Kleenex says 777.
Now, Kleenex, I forgot how I think I have you have the same phone number. But how do we use it? I don't remember. You have an email? Do you have a Twitter? I don't
High Pitch is here for you, Joey.
High Pitch. I just walked through the door. So I have to do. I had got not less than 1 hour to get ready for this show. I just checked the account. Everything's there. I'm doing payroll now. So relax. 21st is not over to midnight. Relax. You'll have your money. Don't worry. Just relax. Relax. Right?
Put your link in, Kleenex. Flex with the 666. Uh-oh. All right. So we've got through that. Jim and Cupcake have fallen in love together. High Pitch is here getting his money. What link? Put your link to your YouTube channel so people can go and subscribe to your channel.
Yes. This show I'm a partner with. So if Lou's comfortable and you want to bring Kleenex on, I could vouch for Kleenex. He's a good guy, great guest too. I think Bobby would get a kick out of him. Have you ever met Kleenex, Bobby?
I don't know if I've met Kleenex.
Oh, you guys would love him. He's a great guy. Funny.
You would have to send him the link, Joey, because I don't
remember how I sent you the link, Kleenex. How do I get you a link? You have an email?
Yeah, so
put an email in there that you don't care about nobody knowing about. I mean, you put your link in your show. We're not going to put the link in our chat room. I can tell you that. That'll never happen. That would be suicidal for this channel.
I mean, if it's a Twitter link, it's not a big deal.
No, what I'm saying is we could put our link.
Oh, no. We ain't doing that. Fuck that.
That will never. We'll be destroyed within 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Too many haters. But if you want to give us a Twitter link, no mail, just link.
So my shitty internet says, don't pay High Pitch, Joey. It's not your fault Vince didn't pay him. That is true.
Julie told me the same thing. But
you didn't ask High Pitch to come on.
No,
Vince did.
Yeah.
Vince should be the one who's responsible. If you want to give High Pitch anything, I would give him half.
Yeah.
Because you didn't ask him to come on. You shouldn't be obliged to fulfill something that High Pitch.
I felt like Vince that, but I was trying to keep peace with High Pitch because I like High Pitch. I am a big fan of his.
Hey, again,
kind of guy,
you can.
Well, I tell you what. Let's take a vote. How many people think High Pitch should get paid? How many people say 0? 1 for pay full amount, 2 for 0, and 3 for half. Let's take a vote. Huh? We'll
I
see.
say
We'll see,
too.
you know,
At Kleenex 2020 sales. And
that-
let's see.
is
That's
that for
what
what? Is that his Twitter? That Twitter Kleenex?
I guess so.
All right, let me see. Because Charlie Don't Surf says, hey, Lou and Joey, I was banned from Joey's chat.
When?
I don't know who would have done it, but Joey could take a look at it behind the scenes a little bit later.
I could do that
If
right
you
now.
are banned, he will unban you. Mandy Dip says, Lou, Joey, Nick loves hearts, waves. Yeah, hit the like, subscribe, all that fun
Mandy.
shit.
Yep. We must hit the like button, though, guys. We got to hit the like button.
Smash
that
it.
will help. Holy shit! High Pitch and Lou are in the same place at the same time. That's right.
Now, let's see here. Good news.
Ha ha ha!
Oh, Charlie
That's
Don't
you,
Surf.
Mason.
Charlie Don't Surf is on the ban list. Let's take him right out of there.
Yeah, who's the jerk? The jack off?
I don't
who did
know.
that?
I didn't do that. You're out of there. You're back now, Charlie. You're back. You're back.
All right. I had a membership and I've donated money. And Kleenex, we said that.
Well, that was fun.
That's Vince's way of messing with you, Joey. Don't think he's not trolling it.
Oh, I know. I know Vince is trolling. You know, he made that
All right,
great-
so far we have Mason with 1 vote for pay.
Right.
My Shitty Internet has a vote for don't pay.
Mhm.
Yes, you just got unbanned. No worries. At Kleenex 2020.
That's got to be his.
Twitter.
Yeah. You gonna do it or am I gonna do it?
You can do it. Luciano says 2, so that's 2 votes for no.
No one put a 3, huh?
No.
There's no 3.
Here's another one. Kate Kyle says no. That's 3 to no pay. Mandip says happy 420. Go ahead and smoke up, people.
Now, what was that? What was that? That Twitter at what?
At Kleenex 2020.
That's Kleenex is KLEE.
NEX, yes. Here it is right here, Joey.
You found it?
Well, no. I just put it on the screen in case you want to look
At
back.
Kleenex. What was his last name? I mean, after Kleenex?
That's it. After Kleenex, it's KLEENEX 2020.
Oh, 2020. Okay, let me find him now. Okay, copy that. I mean, I don't know. Let me try this now. Right, so let me put him in here. Paste. Let's see. I got him. I found him. All right. Okay. I'm sending you a message with the link, buddy. Now I got to go in and do the link. I want to invite. I want to copy. All right. Now Kleenex on its way, buddy. Kleenex is a good guy. I really like him a lot. He was always cool with me. He's a lot of people misunderstand Kleenex, but Kleenex and I always got along pretty well. All right, Kleenex. I'm trusting you that you're still the same great guy you are. And there we go. Charlie, don't surf.
Charlie. All right, so give High Pitch Jimmy Baby's number. We'll be more than happy to work it off, Joey.
All right, Kleenex. Is that you, buddy?
Yes, it is.
That's you, buddy?
Yeah, that's me. That's me. Yeah. What's up, Joey C? What's up? Yeah, how you guys doing?
You guys, that's Big Lou on top of you, and that's Bobby Nix, the great Bobby Nix beside you. Great guys.
I
All
don't
right,
know.
Joey. We're gonna
Now, I know the guy in the beard, the lounge. I've seen him before, too.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
The
Nick,
lounge,
Lounge.
Bobby Nick. I've seen Bobby Nick. Not familiar with the guy on your other side, but I've definitely seen Bobby Nick. So, yeah, I understand you did the convention in Vegas for the Dabbleverse, and then you're going to go to another one.
I just did DabbleCon too. That was the one in New York. But I did.
Yeah,
Vegas.
So you did that.
He did Vegas and the one in New York, and then
And so then Detroit's coming up next. That's what's coming up next is Detroit.
Yeah, that's WHCP Carl. He's on a radio station once a week.
So this guy is telling me, he says, do you watch the Dabbleverse? I'm like, yeah, I watch Joey. But he goes, well, Joey's, working his way up. I said, yeah, I know Brennan. And, of course, I met Stuttering John, so I still watch his crap because, I met him. I watch Shuley. Kind of familiar with Shuley and the gang are doing. But then I'm being told by people there's a lot of new Dabbleverse fucking communities that it's really growing.
Hit the bell, Bobby. We got another $5 super chat.
Ding, ding,
So how you been, man? So I saw you on Alex Stein.
Yes.
And then I saw Stuttering John fucking, bashing you and Einstein. And then I saw you in the car earlier today live.
I did an
You're on
IRL
live.
stream the last 7 days.
Yeah.
The last 7 days.
Yeah, I still do a little IRL, but I don't do. I did some IRL in Vegas because Lisa Jordana. I'm connected to Kermit and Friends bullshit.
Yeah, we know that.
So I went to Miami Beach. I was there in May of last year, and I streamed with her in Miami Beach. And she tried to get me to go to West Palm. I said, "Look, this is my first time in Miami. It's my first time in Southern Florida. I'm going to the Keys." So she was trying to talk me into taking them to the Keys and pay for everybody. I'm like, that ain't gonna happen.
Are you on good terms with her again? Are you back?
No, me and her we're kind of not getting along again. I do a hate stream of streaming her show and making comments about it. I've been doing that for over a year, 2 years. When she went to IRL in California, I streamed with her in Hollywood live. I was there in Hollywood with another guy called Danny from LA.
Oh.
And then I went to Miami. It was me, Todd. Todd is a guy I got to know in New York. That's why I was in New York. I was at the Macy's Day Parade, last Macy's parade. I was in New York City.
Clear up a question for me.
That was about it. I mean, I haven't found you except for somebody says, Joey's doing day streams. He used to do nights. And they said, no, Joey's doing daytime now.
Joey does it all.
I do a night stream 3 times a week. This is Busting Balls. This is the inaugural, the Lou and Joey C. Busting Balls that's been on Lou's channel the last month, I would say.
All
and
right.
we decided we were bringing this over in September. We just brought it over now. We're going to be going down to 2 to 3 days a week now. I do the morning show, 9 o'clock. That was with Kahuna. We don't know. That's all changed now. And then, of course, my wife does the Alpha Shot Lounge. And then I do Night Talk with Joey C. That's just more for the fans, interact with the fans. But I do have a $1 billion question for you. The guy that Lisa Jordana slapped, is that the guy that gave her a $2 million tip?
Yes, his name was Squirrel, like Squirrel, but I called him Zero. I used to have battles with him. I used to call in when he was calling. His real name is, I'm not going to say.
Right. No.
Anyway, I'm not going to dox him.
No.
I had battles with him only as a caller. She then went to Beverly Hills and streamed their first date. That went real bad. He was going to call the police and have her removed from his apartment in Beverly Hills. And I was telling her privately in DMs and stuff, I says, look, you got the money. You don't need to go out there. You yanked out 2 point whatever million. First of all, I didn't believe the money was what she said. I thought, okay, is it really 2 million? So that pissed her off because I was kind of doing broadcast about, hey, it's money, but is it really 2 million? She got her really mad. So what I did is I went in her Discord saying, there's a lot of people saying it's not 2 million. Why do you want a roommate? Why are you saying you're bringing up money? I mean, once you got over $2 million, why would you ever want a roommate? Why would you be bitching and moaning about money? I mean, the interest alone. I mean, I know there was huge tax. I mean, it's an income. And then everybody was like, okay, he brings her. She brings him to Florida, and that's, of course, the thing that went viral. I'm sure you saw it in the car.
We did.
Him smacking her in the face, her like giving a good one in the nose, and he's telling, "I'm going to kill you, bitch. Don't hit me again." And of course, she went to twist his face or his nose, and he got her by the hair. Have you seen the footage of that? Everybody. All the big channels were showing it. All the big channels. I could list off the channels. She made Page 6. She made TMZ. She made... It was the most celebrity. And then her jail pictures, her booking pictures were great.
Yeah.
And then her video, there's a guy that does the legal stuff. He was showing the cam, which is really long, of the police when she's being arrested. Then it shows her in the back of the squad car. She's going to jail. And so we thought, okay, she got probation, she pled guilty, whatever. She's going to become a nicer person. That lasted about a week. So
I think for this, for $2 million, he deserved to slap her.
Yeah, well, no, he didn't slap. He pulled hair. She slapped him. Yeah. He pulled hair. Like I said, all you got to do is go Lisa Jordana and all those coverages of these large streamers you're going to recognize. So then there was a guy that did a really good 2-hour documentary on it. And he's got a channel. He lives in Poland, I believe. He's an American guy, and I can't think of his goddamn name. That's the one to watch. It's long, but it's made with humor. He's very good editor. He does a good job. And he gets it from, the starting of her Howard Stern days to the involvement with Benji Bronk to then how she became a streamer, and then right up to the squirrel thing, the arrest and the assault. She pled guilty to simple misdemeanor battery. She got a 1 year probation.
How much probation did you get?
1 year. And then she goes to see Mr. Bass. Does anybody know who Mr. Bass is?
No.
Okay, so Mr. Bass has got a guy called Josh, the t-shirt guy. He's autistic, so he's got a growing channel. So she jumps in her mindset, well, I need to get on a channel that's got growing, and this guy's got numbers. And she goes to New York City. She goes to Manhattan, to the lower village, to the Greenwich Village area. And she's there for 3 hours. He gives her $1,500 on camera. And he says, you stream with me for an hour or whatever. But then after 3 hours, and he's being really inappropriate, he says, oh, you owe me $1,500. So she then did IRL in New York City and Manhattan. She went to Times Square too many times. She went to Washington Square. I mean, she actually made Manhattan boring. How do you make Manhattan boring? Joe, if you was to IRL Manhattan, would you make it boring?
No.
Exactly.
All out.
I did private recordings when I was in Manhattan, the Macy's Parade, and I went to the Village. I went to Washington Square. I went to Bleecker Street, where she was on Bleecker Street saying she couldn't find anybody to talk to. In the Village. Has anybody been on Bleecker Street in the Village? There's so many people you can just stop and talk to. She goes to Washington Square and doesn't show the arch.
Yeah.
So
She goes to Times Square. She goes to Times Square and she runs into Naked Cowgirl, which is an old woman that's been there for 17 years. You got the Naked Cowboy who I streamed. I actually recorded the Naked. So she gets her in the vehicle, takes her down to the all over her area. She was staying in the meatpacking district. She drags her around. She got a guy with an antique car. There was a guide, and they go into Times Square and they take a bunch of pictures of the car and her, and it's just. Right. And yes, I watched it. So what does that tell you? But other than that, she's back streaming, still talking shit. But you've never watched her, have you, Joey?
I have. I tried to watch her. I just couldn't.
It's tried.
Gonzo tried to get me to go on her show and call in there. Gonzo, who is who Gonzo is.
I talked to him just a few days ago. Yes, I still.
Gonzo is a very good friend. He fills in sometimes as a co-host on the morning show. He's a big supporter, good friend. I love Gonzo.
Well, Gonzo says he calls me his dad and that he loves me, but I don't think he loves me.
He does. He always talks highly of me.
I've known Gonzo turn me on to you. He goes, hey, there's this guy that's in Florida that's from Chicago. He's like you. You'd get along with him. You got to go watch. I found you because of Gonzo. I wouldn't have known who you were. So
let's go back a little bit. One night I had you on and you were with the great Cabby and didn't know it was Cabby.
Did not, and feel so stupid that I didn't know it was him. I was a big fan of Cabby. He passed away.
Now he's passed away.
I know, and he died. I just thought it was some troll, Santa Claus looking motherfucker, and I cussed him out. And the thing is, you say, well, would have I fought with him if I would have known it was Cabby? Maybe. But I would have liked to have had. See, I shouldn't have gotten so hot-headed and left. I should have just took his thing, and I probably would have figured out. But he had changed so much physically since I had seen him.
Yeah.
I literally would have been somebody in chat going, hey, Clinics, you realize you're talking to Cabby from the Howard Stern Show? Then I would have looked like, oh my God, it is him. Sad to hear what happened to him. What exactly happened? Heart attack? What was it? What?
He had a very debilitating.
So he was sick for a while. He had something. Okay. So how you been?
I'm outstanding, man. I just Rocco, who's also known as Tuki and El Horrible, he's been trying to get me to do IRL. He says this is what you're born for. I was against it. We tried it when we traveled, and let me tell you what, we had fun. Everybody said I killed it. This is C&I and Spider. We killed it, and we definitely got everything was paid for from A to Z. We had a good time. Some people brought us after Dabacon. They took me to the Hall of Fame. We went to the Hall of Fame. A fan and a dear friend bought us the tickets there, and brought us up to New York. Not quite, about 20 minutes outside of New York, and had great pizza with them. And then we made our journey back as we dropped the fighter off at Hagerstown.
Mm-hmm.
She cried. She cried. It was like letting her son go back home.
Right.
And then it was an interesting trip. It took us 24 days to get back. It felt like it because we
24 days.
No. It took us about 20 something hours, but
Okay, 20. Yeah.
We should have been home at 14, but we stopped a lot last night. Taking a
It
break.
took you a full day.
Full day. I said it took a full day.
Yeah, you left Baltimore. You were supposed to leave around 2, but you ended up leaving closer to 12, and you got home today.
You just walked through the door, Cleanix. I literally just walked through the door at 2 o'clock today, an hour and 16 minutes.
Like,
yeah, because I saw the road. You're on the road, and I saw you were on the road. So that's returning from your last. So the next was Detroit, but you're doing a GoFund or donation to.
Oh yeah, well, if you're an IRL, I'm a grifter. I'm a beggar, and that's what I do. I beg and I grift, and we'll give them all the best begging and the best grift they can have. They want to call me names, I'll give them what they want. I don't.
Isn't that kind of even what? Doesn't even Stuttering John kind of beg, but he's always trying to tell us that he's financially set. But doesn't he kind of beg on his little shit show?
Everybody begs. I mean,
so who's doing better? Okay, I got to ask you because you're paying attention. I watch Shuley sporadically. So who do you think's doing better with their show? Shuley and the crew, dissecting Stuttering John, or is John on his home?
Shuley might do more shows than John. John does once a day. Shuley's got more people. By far, Shuley's got 8,000 paid members that never go down. It just rolls over. Right. And they make a killing.
Well, see, that's the problem. I've always thought I got 5 viewers. It's a small community of Kermit and friends. It's connected to Lisa Jordana, her bullshit, and I never really promote it. And people are like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" So there's a guy called Serial Killer Jack that was so excited to meet you in Vegas. Do you remember meeting Jack? Did he even introduce himself?
I don't remember that name.
Jack Nugent.
I don't remember.
Well, he says the most exciting time he ever had was meeting you and talking to you.
He probably did. I met a lot of people.
He probably didn't identify himself, so he's a guy that I've been knowing, and I've had him on, and I've been talking about his shit. He always gave his name, so I'm not doxing him. I'm Jack Nugent of Chicago.
I did meet a guy from Chicago. I did meet a guy
from Chicago.
I did meet him. Yeah.
Got the big fake, Laniers. Got the weird haircut, tight with the black beard. Wears real expensive prescription sunglasses, or comes from Colombia. He's got the loud chain. Got the $65,000 chain he wears, and the big printed shirts. Anyway, if I sent you a picture, he was so thrilled to meet you.
Good. I'm gonna tell you something. I went to WATP down in Largo here, which was wonderful. I mean, Carl treated us with first class. I couldn't say one bad thing about Carl Heberger. He's the greatest guy in the world. Same as how I feel with TSN. I met a lot of good people. That was the start and the turn. Vegas was a little different. We were there as fans first and foremost. But I went on and did a 2-minute bit for the open mic. Which I'm not a funny guy. I'm not a comedian, but they tried to break my balls by bringing me up there, and I think we did all right. We had good stage presence. I did Ray DeVito's podcast the next day, and then we got sick.
Oh, Ray DeVito.
Got really ill. Yeah, Ray DeVito.
I like Ray. I have watched Ray. Actually, I saw you with Ray. Something I found on you and Ray. Yeah.
Ray likes to troll me a lot. But then I went. TSN is not over, Billy. It's not over. Shuley had no knowledge. I'm not going to get into it. I can assure you, Shuley had no part of that.
Are they still trolling the shit out of Schumach? Or is he finally back?
Yeah. Chad gets trolled pretty good. He won't have nothing to do with me cleaning. He lives in the same area as me. Told me I'm
I was going to say he's in Tampa. Oh, do you tell people where you are?
They know everybody.
Okay, Tampa. You should have said Tampa. Yeah, I just thought that. I saw his stand-up once. He came to the Paramount Theater.
He's home.
He was actually good, but we're talking 12 years ago, 10 years ago. He was good when he came to Seattle.
I gave him a job. I'm not trying to be your status, Chad. I told him, you're the comedian. I'm nobody. I got no credentials, but I do bring the crowd. I do make numbers, and we're right in the same place. Why not 2 felons drive around and do a stream together in the car in the hood? It'd be great content. He don't want nothing to do with it. That's fine. But we went to DabbleCon too, and it was the greatest, smartest thing I ever did, because we got to get in front of the greatest and to be one-on-one with people, to get to see us for who we are, and we made a lot of friends first and foremost. I had a great moment there.
I love hearing these kind of stories. It's great, and you're making new friends. Actually making connections with people at these.
I made a lot of great friends. First and foremost, if you see my chat room now, and which is Lou's chat room now, we have a lot of loyalty here. These people that are with us, we might only have 28, 48, 58, 68 people on a given day, but they're all the same people that stay with us. These are all people that support us in many ways. Moral support, busting our balls support, writing good jokes to us, being just a dear friend. We got a lady, Miss Kitty, who's a hardworking woman. She's given over 500 gifted memberships to our thing.
No, that's not high pitch. I talked to high pitch a day ago. That's not high pitch. No.
Well, high
No, I'm
pitch.
sorry.
Vince the lawyer brought High Pitch on a few weeks ago and told him he's going to pay him $200 for doing my show. High Pitch.
He does my show for free. I've had the only times I've had high pitch on my stupid little stream with 10 views. He wants money to be on your shit.
No. Well, Vince told him. Now, Vince promised him 200, but now he's coming at me and saying, "It's your show. Vince didn't pay me. I expect you to pay me."
Oh,
Miss Kitty with the gifted membership.
She's a wonderful person.
so how did the high? Okay, let me stop interrupting because I'm a fucking big mouth. So how did the high pitch turn? How did that show? How did it end up?
It was great. He was with us for about 2 hours. And Vince
Wow, he gave you 2 hours?
At least.
There you go.
Yeah. And Vince was going to pay him. Was supposed to pay him. So High Pitch came and when they asked me to stand up and I got a standing ovation, the High Pitch stood up after that and said, "I love you, Joey." He yelled across the room. Made me feel real good. Then at the end of the first day, he got a microphone, went on stage and called me out in front of him.
Right.
Julie didn't like that. Julie grabbed the mic. It never made it the full thing of calling me out on the stream. It was killed. But he called me out, and Julie told me, "Don't pay him $1."
God damn! Why is Shuli butting into that crap?
Well, because the way High Pitch did it, and I agreed to pay him. But now people are telling me at best give him a half of it. You shouldn't have to be responsible for the whole thing.
You didn't ask him to come on. Why should you be responsible?
Exactly.
Now, if you want to give him something for coming on, then that is your prerogative. But he shouldn't hold you responsible. I don't care if it's your channel.
Yeah.
You didn't have to come on.
I'm a fan of his, Lou. I'm a big fan of his.
I mean, you can be the fan all you want to, but Jesus Christ, the man threatened Vince 50 million times. Like, you got money, but yet you keep begging for these $200. You made your appearance on the show so fucking annoying. Vince, send me the money. Vince, send me the money. Like, shut the fuck up. Talk. Do what you're gonna do. Quit begging for fucking money when you got it. If he says he's gonna take care of you, he'll do it when he does it. I'm not gonna pull my phone out while I'm doing a professional broadcast to send you $200 fucking dipshit.
Well, I didn't know what to think about High Pitch throughout the years. I've been listening to High Pitch since way back when. So now for about 2 years, I'm in a Discord that he's in just about every day. I left that Discord, and I'll probably go back because I've established I've gotten to know Eric very well by listening to him, talking to him. I have a whole new opinion about Eric, High Pitch Eric, and it's all good. It's all good. I'll tell you the one thing: once you get to know him, he's a lot smarter than I ever thought just hearing him on the Stern Show. And he's very, very emotional. And he's been having some struggles with surgeries and all this stuff going on. And he's still kept pretty positive about it. He really shares his private life in there. And I've enjoyed having him around. I've had a couple little tiffs with him. But overall, if you ask him about Kleenex, he's going to say, Kleenex is a good guy. And I love Kleenex until he does something stupid. But, as far as I'm concerned, High Pitch is deserving of any money. I mean, especially Joey. He does 2 hours.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
No,
I'm not debating.
He wasn't even on for 2 hours.
Well, Joey said 2 hours.
I thought it was about. He was definitely over an hour.
He wasn't even on an hour.
But see, that's the problem. That's what happened. He did remember the guy Zerl that gave the $2 million, the punch, all that. Yeah. So Elisa Jordana has Eric do a wedding, and she said, "I'll pay you $400." She fucking stiffed him. Right? She didn't pay him. And he's like, every time he called, he goes, "Elisa, where's my fucking money? You fucking whore. Elisa, where's my fucking, you owe me $400. So finally, when she's in New York here a couple weeks ago, she convinced him to come, and she paid him up front to show up. I think it was $1.50, $150. And he did, I don't know, 15, 20, I don't know. He ate some hot dogs and he was on. And he wasn't really excited to be there. You could tell that he was really wasn't into it. So he showed up. But, that's kind of like if somebody's, like Andy Dick used to get told, name dropping, but I know a lot about Andy Dick because of the Captain content shit. But, that would happen to Andy Dick. He'd say, "Oh, we're going to pay you, and they never pay him." Eric, I think, because when he does these speaking events, you got to realize Eric has always done these little engagements. He travels around, does them. And if they say they're going to pay, they're going to pay. So if it's brought up a certain amount, I'd say, even if you didn't think he was any good, but if you suggested the amount and he agreed to show up, I think you should pay him the $250. It's only $250. It's not a lot of money, you guys. Okay, 200. Was it 200 or 250?
No, it's 200.
Okay, 200.
200.
Pay him. And how much has he gotten so far? Has he gotten any of it?
He got $2. He had got a $2 super
That was a
chat
super
that day.
chat. That was a super chat that someone sent for him. I sent it.
And you sent it to him.
So, do you feel like he gave you $200 worth of content?
Here's the answer to that.
That's irrelevant. Because I'm a big fan of his, and because it was my channel, and at some point, I feel that I'm responsible, but I don't feel I'm responsible for the whole thing.
Okay.
I don't feel I'm responsible.
So you'll give $75. Come over. Maybe you should do a donation to pay Eric the $200. Maybe you should.
I just want to get a hold of Vince on the phone.
I don't know. I'm not going to tell you how to do your stream. I'm the last guy to be taking advice from him. What the fuck do I know? I'm not
going to leave him hanging. If he just I'm not going to leave him hanging.
Like I said, I've gotten to know the guy. I like the guy. I now feel like I really know High Pitch as a person. I feel like I now know Eric Bleekman, which I can't say that before, being around him on a daily basis. So I think he's a good guy.
So what do you think about Howard Stern? Oh, yeah, Lou was going to say.
Just about him getting ready to retire? What do you mean? Howard Stern as far as what?
Well, wait. Give me a little minute.
I would give him half of what he's asking for because,
Are you Jewish? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's just Vince is the one. Vince, the lawyer, said he would pay him the full price.
Oh, Vince, the lawyer.
So if he doesn't take care of it, well, then you know what, Joey? As a man of honor, Eric, I'll give you $100 out of those $200 because I didn't ask you to come on. Vince did. Vince sent you the link. I'll give you half of what Vince said and just call it a day. Don't ask me for no more money, and that's it.
Well, I do recall. I did say to Vince, I would like to do a stream in High Pitch again. And he says, I can get him on. I can't pay him. I knew right away that Eric had paid. And I told Vince, well, if you bring him on, just know I can't pay him anything.
You said that numerous times on the stream.
Very, very, very.
And Vince made it clear he would take care of him. So, Vince has to pay that freight.
Bobby,
who's to say that
Vince should be paying it up?
And who's to say that Vince didn't pay him and Eric is trying to dupe you for another?
I'm just gonna. My experience. I don't think he's gonna be dishonest about that. My opinion of Eric is if he got it, he would have said he got it. I don't think he's going to lie. He doesn't. What I've gotten to know now, I would say, I don't see Eric as being lying about that kind of stuff.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you.
And the guy here, Adventures Jake, says Vince is lying worm. Is
we all know Vince to be a troublemaker. He likes to steer the pot.
Yeah. But I think Eric is good for anybody's podcast. I think Eric, if he's not in pain, you got to realize he's had a lot of surgeries. He's got a lot of pain management going on.
Hey, look.
But if he's not suffering from pain, I think he's always pretty entertaining to have as a guest. That's my opinion.
It was good to see him. It was good to see that he actually lost a lot of weight.
Oh, he's lost a shitload of weight.
I was really surprised.
I had to edit out 13 minutes of that too because of all the threats he made.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
High Pitch says, I'm going to stab you, I'm going to kill you to just about anybody. That's going to come from anybody that knows the history. He's known for even being, talked about this on the Stern show. Stern and Fred and fucking Baba Booey and fucking even Robin have, you got to stop saying you're going to stab people. Right. But he still does that. He gets, triggered, a word I don't like, and that's the first thing. I'll fucking stab you. I'll fucking kill you. That's Eric. That's Eric.
But one day he's going to catch the wrong one, and they're going to call the cops on him.
Well, there's another thing that's Eric that's kind of funny. He's like every girl. He's like, can I come and have dinner with you? Do you want to come and visit me? He hits on every woman that ever comes in any of the chat rooms, which is kind of cute. And if he gets pissed off, I'll stab you. I'll fucking kill you. I'll stab you. That's what he said. Yeah. I think he said it to me at one point or another. Ask Mr. Kleenex about the many Eric goes for all the limo rides and how Howie and Brady Jackson Ericon. What? Those are names I don't know. I don't know who Brady Jackson is or Ericon is. About the money Eric goes for all the limo. Well, he had a really nice truck. He got rid of that. I don't know about these limo rides. I mean, yes, High Pitch has got a lot of shit. He's been comped a lot of crap, but he's kind of a legend anyway from the Howard Stern universe. I mean, he's one of the last whack packers that's still on. I'm sure when Howard comes back, you're still going to hear High Pitch. I mean, who else do we really hear of anymore other than High Pitch? We might hear from Mary from Brooklyn. Marianne.
What about
Brooklyn.
Wendy? Wendy's part of us.
Wendy, yeah.
Wendy
I've gotten to know.
Wendy
Another
wants
person I've gotten to know very well. She's in our communities. I've talked to Wendy. Wendy's a big fan of mine. I'm a big fan of Wendy.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, Wendy, Eric, Mary, and I got rid of Cyrus and just came back. Is he back from vacation yet? I don't think he is he? So he's still in Italy with Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel, who I don't like. But I've listened to a lot of interviews. I just joined Cyrus again, so I'm ready to go. He's going to retire. He's given a date. Benji's going to be out of work. I think Benji will probably be the only one that will have problems finding another job.
Really?
I'm sure Baba Booey's my age. He'll probably retire. I've got Fred will probably hang it up. Robin will probably write a new book.
They got enough to retire, right?
I mean, Mamet will be looking for a job. J.D. Harmer will definitely be looking for a job. I mean, I could go on and on and bore you people with who he's going to be looking for.
Sal kill himself?
Sal? Oh, Sal.
Yeah.
You talking about Sal Governor?
Gavinelli. He cries every time the thought of Howard's retired.
Yeah. Yeah, and he did him real raw when he left. And his wife died, and Howard was really fucked up.
Sal's wife died?
Sal died. Yeah.
No, I think you're thinking of.
You're talking about Sal, the stockbroker. No, I'm thinking of Scott. I'm thinking of Scott.
That's
the engineer.
Scott. No, Sal's alive and well. Scott, the engineer's wife, died. Yes. Yeah, we're getting our. Yeah, Sal. I'm a big fan of Sal. I like Sal and Chris Christie and J.D. Harmar. There's a fake J.D. that hangs out in Kermit and Friends, and he sounds just like J.D. Harmar. I mean, you hear him on the phone. He calls in. He talks in the lobby. He sounds so much like the real JD.
What about Richard? Richard could actually.
Richard Christie, yeah.
You could put wine through his ass, and he can tell you what flavor it is.
Right? Yeah.
Sal and Richie. Sal and Richie are still. I mean, they're still what keeps me intrigued when they do a bit. Some of the other stuff that's done. I mean, I guess it was kind of interesting when JD went on his little trip, and he's out IRL and he's fucking, the JD stuff sometimes kind of works and then sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why Sal and Richie don't do more IRL out in the street stuff, They just sit in the studio and produce something and then put it on the air.
Let's not forget about my two favorite people, John Hines. And what's the guy that does the show with him, the wrap-up show? That's Rashad. What's his name? Rashad?
Yeah.
Oh, Rashad, yeah.
Rashad, he's great. Man. I love those guys.
So you guys are still fans of the Stern, still listen when he's on.
I don't know.
Do you listen to 101 or do you listen to 100 only?
Well, I would listen to 101 because that's where John Hines does the wrap-up.
Right.
I enjoy more than I enjoy Howard Stern these days.
The new show, I think every fan of Stern kind of has to go back and listen once in a while to see if something's changed, but it never does. It's kind of just like the new PC version, and that's all it was.
Well, he became what he used to be against.
Yeah.
He's part of the establishment now. I think the Kimmel friendship has a lot to do with that. I think Kimmel turned him into a bitch, and his wife is even worse. Kimmel's wife. And then it's that Tracy, whatever the bitch that took over his team. They say that turned him into a bitch and politically correct. I mean, I couldn't believe he made up with Rosie O'Donnell. Really? And he's had Rosie on how many times now? Really hard. So he became the establishment. I think he wanted to be an A-lister, and he used to be, the B, because he'd go after all the A-listers. And now, he's hanging out with Robert Downey Jr. He's on with Adam Sandler. I mean, he's with Jennifer Aniston. He's with Jimmy Kimmel and his wife. And, you name it, they're there. And he used to get them before, but tear him a new ass. Now
exactly. That's the thing. Yeah, that was.
Right.
you
That
know,
was
and of course when he got Paul McCartney, you know, his king of he's had Paul 3 times now, twice.
Yeah. He's had Sylvester Stallone. He's had.
Yeah. And remember, he used to have the mother. He used to have the brother. I mean, he used to have them all. You know.
He's had a lot. But think Howard has been an A-list actor for more than 15 years.
Oh yeah, he's been doing this for a long time. I mean, he had everybody in Hollywood, but he gets everybody repeat. He gets people on, you know, recycle. Adam, you know, just take one. Adam Sandler will always come back to Howard in a minute. You know, he'll always get.
Sandler?
Yeah, I mean,
with John's Stuttering John's wife.
yeah, I didn't know that part. Jesus Christ, are you serious? But I mean, that caliber of people like Robert Downey Jr. is a huge fan. You know, he'll always come on. You know, one of the interviews that he did that I thought was a good interview, but I didn't like the way he was talking to her, was Barbara Streisand. He kept wanting to get Barbara Streisand to complain about her childhood and how horrible her father was to her. He tried to, you know, paint her to be what he was by his father being so mean to him.
And he
And
does.
she's
He
like,
does that
I've
to
moved
everybody.
on, you know. Yeah, he does.
does
He
that
wants
to
everybody to suffer their parent.
Yeah.
You know, like he was trying to identify with Barbara Streisand. You got this really mean dad that just gave you nothing but grief and told you were no good and you were ugly and whatever. And he always likes to bring that about his dad. And it's like, dude, you know, she kept saying it's not like that, Howard. It's not like that. But he kept on going. And the other thing I've noticed with Howard, if I'm talking too much, just shut me up.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I'm about ready to say my partner Lou. He's
Oh.
very kind today because you went a pretty good run here without him getting the.
Yeah, I think I've spoken enough. Anyway, so basically, in a nutshell, and I'll end the Howard stuff. It seems like he interviews a lot of people, but he wants them to be jealous and envious and angered and be in competition with all their peers. You know.
Yeah, right.
Because he had that attitude to get to success. He thinks anybody else had success, they have to see the world through his fucking glasses.
We appreciate your input, Kleenex. I've always liked you from day one when Gunzo TikTok put us together. I'm a fan of yours. I thought you and I got along very well since day one. So you'll always be a friend here at Babylon on TV, as far as I'm
All right, man.
Whoa, Kleenex. Are you using a Zippo to light your cigarette?
Yeah.
Right on, man. I like it.
Bobby,
I do the vape. I do the Zippo. I do the fucking vape. I'm horrible. I do.
Nobody smokes
cigarettes
more than
and
Bobby
vape.
Nix. I promise you that.
Oh no, that is a fact.
I don't know. Kleenex might be a close second. I promise you that.
Maybe.
This is the first time I've seen Kleenex smoke.
Well, you know
Bobby
who
has
smokes.
smoked a shit ton already.
Who's always got a cigarette lit on Shiley's? Bob
Bobby.
Levy.
I believe.
Yeah.
Or
You talk. That guy smokes as much as Dean Martin did. I mean,
I don't know. Bobby.
I've never watched Levy not light up. Wow, that's a
I owe
smoker.
everything to Bob Levy, and I owe a lot to Bob Levy. I got a standing ovation at DabbleCon too because Bob Levy asked me to stand up and acknowledge everybody in the room. I got a standing ovation because of it.
Yeah, that's
Well, the thing that I like Bob Levy about is there's a jock here, a famous guy that used to be part of the Partridge family.
Donnie
And,
Bonaducci.
Donna Bonaducci. I got to know him when he came
Yeah.
here to Seattle years ago. He's looking like hell. Looks like he's on his last legs. He had to retire from KZOK. He had the morning show here for many, many years in Seattle. And I saw the footage of Bob Levy going for fucking Bonaducci. You know, they were back there. Bob started to interview him, and he went to hit him, and his fucking crew, his bodyguards, jumped. Have you ever seen that video of Bob
I've
Levy
seen it.
Yeah,
Of course.
I have.
getting punched by fucking goddamn Bonaducci's fucking, stupid, guys or whatever, his hit squad? And that's still when, Bonaducci was healthy and had been a boxer and been a tough guy, but it's like, dude, this, why you gotta get 4 fucking bodyguards taking Bob Levy, 2 packs a day, Bob Levy to the dirt, and, to the ground?
Bob Levy
bullshit.
At 63. Bob Levy's pretty strong, and my money would go on Bob Levy. All
I
day
think
long.
Bob and I are the same age. Isn't Bob 63?
Just turned 63. Just got a-
Yeah, and Brennan's my age or a little older, and all these guys are...
Brennan's a whole nother-
We're getting old, man. It's like shit. Yeah. Long live Bob Levy. Somebody likes him.
Bob Levy's the best.
So this thing that's coming up. Tell me about what you're trying to go to next. I'm really curious about this.
It's a WAT event. I'm going as support to Carl, who gives me a lot of support and has always been nice to me and always has talked good about me. And as Carl said, As long as I'm out, you're always going to be on that list. And it's just, I want to get close to the fans first and foremost.
Right.
It's about
you want to touch the flesh.
I want to know. I made a lot of connections with people. A lot of people came up to me and said, "You're totally different. I was so glad to meet you. You're a pleasure to be around." I got Rocco, who would be trashing me in fun and games, going on with Carl, saying he actually had a pleasurable moment hanging out with us. I took them all to a AAA ball game. I got the tickets, me and Spider got the tickets for them to all hang out with us at the game. They got to see the human side of us, and they're saying nice things. Shuli, come on. Bob and them are saying nice things, as they always do, and Carl always says nice things. It's those people there that, with the fans who have stayed in my corner from day one, and all my friends, but let me forget about Bobby Nix, who's been with us from day one. Lou, who's been with us for a few months, back and forth. But you got JBX, you got, I'm not going to forget him, I don't care. The guy that was with me for 9 months, my friend Kai Procaccio, who helped me build, who gets a big shout out for that. Because
no one's asking you to forget him.
I would never forget him. Lou and I doing the show has been great. It's made me alive again, being on the screen with Lou. Bobby, Nick, JBX, Scott Fitzpatrick. Who am I missing, Bobby? There's a lot of guys I'm missing that I'm just not thinking.
Jib,
Bybee. 2K,
Hack Ride.
I mean, these are guys that have all been in my corner. They go on with Mr. C, Bobby, Nick, 2K, Scott Fitzpatrick, JBX. We're all together now. We're all the smaller shows that we're all bouncing off each other to build the community. We don't know what the future's going to bring. We don't know what the turns are going to bring. Is Brennan going to finally be done? Is Tukey going to take the helms? Is he going to be the number one guy? Is Shuli and them going to move on to greener pastures? Is Carl going to go another way? We don't know this. So we have to protect each other as one. I don't know what they do.
We can't forget about Cupcake. Cupcake's been around too.
American Cupcake. Everybody loves the Cupcake, who does a lot of great things. I'm looking for the car key.
DJ Electra.
DG. I can't forget my boy DG, who helped me build this show.
I agree with Adventures just said. Shuli has no material without Stuttering John. I agree with that. That's exactly what I think. He has nothing without Stuttering John. I saw his stand-up comedy. It's horrible.
I'm talking guys that are in the chat room right now. When I tell you this, Cholino, Flex, Cupcake, Mike Shitty Internet, Deadfool, Miss Kitty, Detroit by Dark. These are guys, I mean, Miss Kitty, Cholino, my man Cholino, Gaseous. I mean, the list goes on of people that
and now I'm curious. I want to know who all these people are. You got me like, I got to know these names and see all these characters.
We got one of the smallest, greatest chat rooms. We're a small community, 30 to 70 people. And let me tell you something. I've got over 1,000 gifted memberships with my channel in 3.5 months. Yeah. And we don't half the people we don't even probably know because they don't even know who I am. But you got Miss Kitty who gifted over close to 500 memberships. You got Deadpool who's gifted at least 500 memberships. You got Mike Shitty Internet. You got guys at Cholino. I mean, every one of these, Flex, every one of these people. Now they're not all here at one time.
I don't see no hate in your chat. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't see any hate. None.
That's correct.
You ought to see my chat. It's filled of hate.
You think we didn't get hate?
Here's another one from Miss Kitty.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, ding, 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 Kitty.
I've lost.
Thank you very much.
Car. Oh my God, where's the key to the car? Oh, here it is, baby. I got it. Here it is, honey.
I love your setup there, Joey. I like your little backdrop. I took this picture of the needle. That's actually my photography.
Yes, I know that.
Very cool.
Well, that's an old one that Bobby Nix I think will appreciate. Lou been sending me stuff. I got JBX sending me unbelievable stuff. When Kai was here and his wife was unbelievable sending me stuff. I've got the love. And the one thing we got people that'll break balls and have good fun. Cupcake loves to bring me out and bring the best of me out. But you're right. Thank you for noticing that.
Maybe
we don't have that.
I've been here how long, and I haven't seen one hate chat. Not one. Not one.
We respect each other. And first and foremost,
But Joey, do you understand how rare that is for any kind of stream? I don't care if you got 7 people watching. I'll have 7 people watching and I get hate.
We have to build this relationship with these people. The trust. They had to trust me and I had to trust them. And
7 months ago was a different story.
7 months ago.
Well, you know what you did, Joey? I don't know about these other two guys. I do know a little bit about him, and I've seen Bobby Nick. But you
last
kept at it. You kept at it. You kept at it. You kept streaming. You kept streaming. You didn't care if you had 7 people watching. You kept at it. You kept at it. You kept at it. You put in the time, Joey. You know, I put in the same time, just never, because I never wanted to do my own thing. I always wanted to be a part of a panel or co-host. I always envisioned myself with 4 boxes, and I'm just one of the motherfuckers in the box.
And you would be
I never
great at that.
I never thought I was strong enough to just come out and just constantly
Hey, Joey,
give
you should
Kleenex
invest in
and
a
Kleenex.
P.O. box.
I got a P.O. box.
P.O. box? I should.
You should
yeah.
invest in a P.O. box because, look, you got AI-generated troll wants to send you stuff.
I know.
There you go.
I mean,
Now-
it might be a box of shit, but it's still a gift.
Well, we're
Oh,
gonna-
I think Moby, does Moby know who I am? I'm getting a little
I don't even know.
little
who
friend. I can't tell if Kleenex is telling ghost stories, stories,
I tell you
talking
what,
death. These are you go, Kleenex. You did it.
you got to watch these guys tonight on
Here we
on
go.
the show.
Here you go, Joey. This one.
Oh, I think serial killer Jack is in here. I think that's a possibility. Yes, it is. Is Flex? Do you guys know who Flex 3.16 is?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Listen,
Great
that's,
guy.
that's all we know.
Is it
Great
Jack?
No.
Okay,
No.
it's not Jack.
I
Oh
don't think so.
no.
Because Jack was telling me, you got to get back with Joey. You know, he's a big fan of yours. He got to meet you in Vegas.
Yeah.
Jack from Chicago, serial killer Jack.
Yes, yes.
And he goes, you need to get back with Joey. You need to get in the Dabbleverse. You fucking around with that Kermit and Friends shit and that fucking No Talent Lisa Jordana and all that bullshit. Other than her getting arrested, it was the only time she's done anything that went viral. And that went viral, but like I said, all the big players, all the big channels covered her. And
Well, that
he
went
goes, you know,
viral
Joey's...
because of the coverage it got being on TMZ and stuff.
Yeah, and she's also hated by so many Stern fans that remembered the Benji Bronk. You know, she's a gold digger. Everybody knows she's a gold digger.
Well, I'll
And
tell
it's
you what
like-
I did, Elena. I went on the last time I was on.
Not
I was-
Kangaroo Jack, Killer Jack, because he used to interview serial killers.
Last time I was on with Brennan. At the end, when he told me to do my plugs, I plugged TSN Shuley and Carl and Bob Levy. That's who I plugged. He got so irate with me, but you're right. I stuck it out. I fought everybody that people told me to stay away from those people. I fought them hard. But you see that man above you? The man
Right.
above you is the man that was the secret formula that helped me win. People have no idea what his role was. What he stuck his neck out for me at the time, didn't even meet me. Had never
He's
met
being
me.
so polite with me running my mouth, kind of taking over.
He
your
is
guys'
being
little
very
thing.
polite.
He's being nice to me, and I've been running my mouth like a fucking whore in confession.
Look, it's one of those. Just let it go. You're telling interesting stories. If you were
Well, the
born
thing is,
in
you
it,
know,
we
I
would've
think
proved it.
I think a few of us have been in the penitentiary. I have.
I have. We don't yet.
And I know but you know one thing we learned, I did 3 years in California Department of Corrections. But one of the things that I wasn't quite that way until I had to go do time was I could literally have a conversation about anything because we had nothing but time. And, you know, you talk and you talk and you talk. Either you go to the yard by yourself and walk the yard by yourself and eat chow by yourself, or you make some road dogs, or you start socializing. But one of the things that I remembered, the only good thing I remember, because there's nothing good about prison, was it took me out of my shell where I could literally have a conversation and go on and on and on.
I agree.
And maybe it's a bad habit because now I don't know when to shut the fuck up. It's like lights out, count time. You know, go read a book, motherfucker. But you know what I mean. But
Well, I
also, I
always
was a
said-
salesman.
I've
I was a
always said-
salesman, so I mean, you know, got the gift of gab.
I've always said you were a man.
Well, my family's outgoing. I'm the youngest of 5, and I have a half sister. If you go to any kind of family event, this is the siblings, it's like da 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 da. But what I like is everybody's having a conversation. There's not one person sitting at the end of the table and everybody's sitting there listening to the stories. It's literally like a fucking, you know, free for all. So
And I
everybody
forgot
gets
punk.
their time, and I love that. I love podcasters that everybody's that, you know, da 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 and da 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 and da da da. But you know, when you just sit there and one person and the other 3 are going, I get bored.
Yeah.
I want to hear all of it. I want to hear
You want
everybody.
to hear the conversation.
I want to hear.
Exactly.
I want to hear everything. You know, what do you think about that? What, and then this how people react out of each other. Why
But I'll
have
tell you
4
about Kleenex,
$4
dude.
if only one person's talking?
He's not afraid to tell someone to go fuck themselves. People don't care
No
who you are.
shit, no.
He don't care who you are. I tell you.
But
that's
you know,
why-
the thing is, it's so easy because you get so tired of being real and then somebody's challenging that everything you're saying is a lie. I'm like, you know what? I don't care what you think. Go fuck yourself. Now, I've had a lot of fights on the internet. I mean, if you're bullshitting and you get caught in a lie, you're still going to say go fuck yourself because you're trying to sell the lie, you know? So either be honest or be lying. It's like, don't challenge me, bitch. I'm fucking got the microphone.
What do I got to lie to you about, motherfucker? I don't give a shit. What
but Joey, I call it exaggeration. Not so much lying, making it a little bit more interesting. I could take a really boring true story and put some fucking spice and some flavor in it, you know?
Put a little flavor in it.
Or I could straight up just tell a story.
I just don't believe it. I don't believe in lying to people.
I don't lie for like enjoyment. I get called a pathological liar. I might lie because I feel cornered. Were you driving the car tonight, sir? No, officer, I wasn't driving. She was, because I've always switched. You know, whatever. You know, if your parents catch you, are you the one that took this? I'm like, no, I didn't take it. I don't. And of course, I'm hiding it behind my back.
You got to just cut them off.
Here's the thing with lying. You got to remember the fucking lie.
It's hard.
And then you got to build upon the lie.
It's even harder to build.
So why lie?
Here's what happened to me the other day. Somebody came up to me. I told a story about a little past a year ago. And I told the same story. And the guy says, I can tell you right now, he told the story exactly the same way a fucking year ago, a month ago, exactly the same way he did it tonight. There's no way I would ever believe this man lies about anything.
Well, I think this is what I think. There's some things you do in streaming that you just want to tell a bunch of bullshit because you're trying to keep yourself separated. Like I want to be Kleenex and nobody knows who Chris is. I want to become a character. So that's being a poser or just a full of shit guy. But if you're in a group that wants to have real opinions and show your real personality, then you do that. And if honesty is part of being in that group, then you need to be a straight shooter or fucking go away.
That's why you see what you got in the chat room. Honesty, people that like good old fashioned ball busters.
Except for this one. People. I haven't stabbed anyone.
No.
But I will tell you, having whether real life or IRL or whatever, it's always better to be really honest, and you're being honest, everybody else is being real. If you're really upset, you're really upset. You're not pretending to be upset. Right. If you're really touched by something.
I've cried many times.
Yeah. So honesty is the best policy. But then I turn on the news and I watch all these lying politicians. I'm like, well, if they're all lying around me, shouldn't I lie too? No. I mean, I'm running for office. They have to lie, I'm not trying to sell you a car that doesn't run.
I'm not a comedian. Trying to do bits for me is just going to go bad. This is the problem we're having right now with my morning guy.
Why?
No experience. I don't really care for bits because it's really going to ruin it. We're in a bad play right now. And some people really believe he sent me $200. I'm like, I'm telling you he didn't. I'll show you where he sent it 3 weeks later and don't understand why. Why would he do it 3 weeks later? Telling me to just say, send it back and just say, the dates don't match. I'm not going to get in there. That's when I drew the line. That's when I flipped and I came out and I said, whoa, you need to go on and tell them the truth. He brought Bobby Nixon to it on his show one day. And Bobby, and the truth is, the next day is when he sent me the 200 after the day you did the show, trying to convince me to go ahead and say it was from 3 weeks earlier. I can't do that. I'm just sorry, I can't do that.
Well, what I fall into is I might say something about somebody, basically gossip, speaking behind somebody's back. And then if I get cornered, I'm like, I didn't say that. Show me the receipts. Sometimes you do some stupid shit and you want to if you get caught, you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, But that's not even cool. Like I said, if something starts with honesty being the most main focus, we can joke around and, fucking troll each other. But if real honesty is part of being this thing, whatever it is, real life friendships, online panels, then stick with it. Don't try to come and change the fucking sauce,
Yeah.
When in Rome, do as the Romans. If everybody's being legit, being their self and being honest, then either be that or get the fuck out.
Giving us pop. I just believe this. I believe this is, if you're going to build, and most of these people thought I was a dickhead a year ago. I was an asshole to a lot of people. And I came out.
You're trying to do it on the tough guy from Chicago routine.
But it's not a tough guy act. Yeah. 25 years ago, I was that guy to a T. What I am now is I'm not going to let nobody come and bounce on me.
An old man with arthritis.
I'm an old man with arthritis. But I don't sit here and say I'm not John. I'm kicking everybody's ass. No one can beat me. That's impossible. I'm 58 years old, 59. Somebody's going to be bigger and better. What I won't do is let somebody get in my face and take a poke at me. I'm going to try my best to defend my honor, my wife's honor, and that's just it. You know what I'm saying? So, but everybody can be beat. Anybody can be beat. Mike Tyson could be beat. You understand?
Oh, I've had my ass stomped, young and old. But the thing is, what I noticed is if I have to fight, even if I only take one blow or just the actual fighting, I'm hurting for 2 weeks. I'm the kind of guy, I'm at an age of 63. If I fall, I remember being, even in my 40s and 50s, I could fall and get right back up and just keep on going. Man, brothers, if I take a fall now, I'm hurting for fucking 10 days just by falling on something or falling over. You just don't snap back when you get old and fat like I did. So,
I'm going to do something right now that, they're right, because he's never going to come clean. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to show the transaction that was sent to me.
You're gonna have to turn off your green screen if you're gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I got it. It's just got to be done. It's got to be done because
it has to be done.
He won't. He won't
stop. He won't stop.
He wants me to.
Got to show receipts. Got to show receipts.
I mean, it is what it is, and I'm not going to dox somebody because it's not doxing anybody because it just shows the date and it says Kahuna Nui. It doesn't even show his real name. So we're not doxing. Let me get to it here. Okay, hang on. What today's date is? What?
You know the biggest lie I told everybody I got vaccinated before I got one shot. I was telling all my family who all got vaxxed up. I just saw, the vax comment. I'm like, that was a big lie. And then I finally went and got my one Moderna, and I filmed it and put it all over Twitter. So I proved that I got the one shot. But I mean, and then I lied and said I had all three, and I lied and wrote on my card the two other ones. So I did a lot of lying during COVID.
No, I got to be careful how I do this because I got other people.
$5 super chat.
Here,
there you go. $5 super chat.
Here it is right here. Here it is right here. Let me see how I do it.
Ding, 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 ding.
No, because it's the other people on the list has got their real names. I'm not showing other people's real names. Hang on. I know you're gonna have to take out their name. Hang on.
This is an old man like me. It takes forever to find it.
No, I found it. It's just that the page I was going to show. It's got some people that took money, the real name. I'm not doing that.
You gotta finagle the way to not show everybody else.
Right. You lied and said COVID cured shots. Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do. So hang on. Give it to my wife. She could redact everybody else's name out and show you. Hang on. Let me get back here. Take a minute. You go ahead, Louis. Go ahead. You guys can carry the show. Go right ahead. Go ahead.
No, this is the fucking bit that just won't die.
It won't die.
It's always the real small shit that stays alive. You ever notice that about any community? It's always the little shit that just doesn't go away.
Well, I mean, I got something else that was sent to me, but I'm just going to save it for when we're done with the show. This is something that can be handled behind the scenes. It doesn't have to be handled on air.
It was sent to the 15th. When was the bit? When would all that other happen? It was happening in the beginning of August, correct?
We went to lunch.
I like this chatter.
It was the day before lunch, right?
I like this chatter. I'm a fan of Adventures of Jake Hudson.
It was the day we went to lunch.
Right, which was a Friday, right?
No, we went to lunch on a Wednesday.
A Wednesday. So it was a couple Wednesdays ago, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Because the following week you went to DabbleCon.
Correct. So this was 6 days ago. So this was after that,
6 days ago.
The nugget that won't flush.
Yeah, that cracked me up.
The bit never ends. It's just
like the goal.
It's like, for fuck's sake. People, I mean, I talked to the man the night before. He told me he was going to county jail to visit someone. Like, I'm not going to say who he went to visit, but he had to go visit someone. Like, Jesus. And then they decide to make a bit out of it. Now, Why did they decide to say I got arrested for a can of beans? That's beyond me. But it's just like, Bobby could contest. This shit's been going on for 2 weeks too long.
I asked him just to be right. Here it is.
Yeah.
Here it is, babe. Here's the.
I mean, it is what it is.
But I'm not trying to trash the guy. I'm just telling him he wants to come back, is what the rumors are. But how can I trust him if he won't even take the truth on and do what's right? Right there it is, right there. There it is in the 15th. See, it's got this kitty's real name.
Okay, the Kleenex name is because of my real last name. I got a really fucked up last name. My real first name is Chris. I don't want to say what my last name is. And Lisa Jordana kept saying my last name, my last name, my last name, my last name. So I'm sitting there and I'm in one of her panels and I'm looking at a box of Kleenex. If it would have been Tabasco sauce or if it would have been the Primus cigarettes that day, I would have put Primus.
Okay, so
But I
you're saying,
chose Kleenex because I had a box of Kleenex and it stuck.
You're saying he sent it to you on the 15th. We went to lunch on the 7th.
That's how I became Kleenex because the box
Exactly.
of Kleenex.
We went to lunch on the 7th.
So how's sending me on the 15th and making me say that was the money sent matched from the 7th to the 15th? It could not be done. I will not
That's
do that.
a week and a day later.
A week and a day
The only
later.
reason I can't show the page without her read that, it's got Miss Kitty's last name in her real last name.
Maybe you can just read what it says without showing it.
No,
No, it's not
Here
good
it
enough.
is.
People
Here it is. It's
accept
done.
that.
Here it is.
Okay. All right. Uh-huh. It's a little blurry.
Full screen him. Full screen him.
Full screen,
Oh, yeah.
full screen.
Get it. Right up
It's
in there.
completely. No, back up
It's
a little.
blurry. Back
No.
it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's not.
No, we don't see anything. We
much
saw for a
bright.
minute. Oh shit!
There's too much glare.
Too much
Yeah,
glare
wait.
from the
Turn the light
lights.
off. Turn the light off.
Turn the lights off.
There we go. There we go.
There you go. There it is. Kuna
There, okay.
Big plus 200.
August 15th.
There you go. August
August
15th.
100.
Now, who's
there it
lying?
is.
Here we-
Who's lying now, motherfuckers?
There you go. I don't lie.
Who's lying now, you bitches?
There it is.
Look how much effort he had to do just to show that fucking receipt. He had to
I
go
did
around the
not
world.
nobody. I redact everybody else out of there. That was it. I'm sorry. So there
That
you
was
go.
it.
I'm done listening to it. You can put me back out of the screen.
Tell him to pound sand, Joey.
I can't trust nobody that's not willing to tell the truth about that little bit. If you won't do that, come on.
Well, you know, we've been talking about lies for a while. That's the one thing you should never fucking lie about is goddamn money.
I've been through hell over $30. I spent 3
Yeah.
months. Somebody ate me up for $30 that I did pay back, but it should have never even been done. And based on the charges we got with the prison for, it was very easy for them to believe everybody else. Yes,
Cupcake,
I
it is on
lied.
the
I'm a
15th.
convicted liar. Yes, I'm a convicted liar in federal court. That is a
I
fact
know
lie.
your whole case. I'm not remembering their whole circumstance. I remember now.
Cupcake, when you receive a Venmo, the date you received the Venmo is the date that you received it. It ain't going to show up another day. So that was showing on the 15th.
You want to see the 7th, that there was nothing sent on the 7th? Is that what you're asking for? I mean,
Oh, cupcake.
Now we're getting ridiculous.
$200, he said. That's what the beef is. It was the same amount of numbers. Why would first of all, listen, Cupcake, it showed $200. He wanted me to send that back, which I did, and then say that was the money. That was what he sent back on the 7th. There was nothing sent on the 7th.
Yeah, you should have used the money to pay high pitch.
Why? It's not my money. I freaked out. It did it when I was sleeping. I woke up the next day and saw $200 for him. I'm like, and, yeah, here. You want to see this? Here's the notes to his. Here's what the DMs to her, telling him how to setting up the fucking thing.
Oh, boy. Do we have to go down this road?
We don't have. I don't want to. But you know,
Like, can
I'm
we just
tired of
let it die? The money
Hey.
was sent on the 15th. The money went back to Kahuna. It is what it is. Like, there.
Hey.
Rex! High pitch Eric
Joey,
from the Howard
Joey,
Stern Show.
Joey, everybody's always going to have more questions and more questions and want more proof and more proof. It's
Yep.
never
Yeah,
ending.
it's
That's
never
just
ending.
all it's going to
Once
be.
it
let
starts,
go.
it never
Let
stops.
Let it go. Let it go right here. You showed the 200. That's
Okay.
really
I'm
all you
100%
can do, man.
okay with that. I don't want to even talk
Yeah.
about it today. I don't even
Who's high pitch?
Here's the sad part of it. This $200 debacle ended a pretty good team on the morning show.
Yeah, it was
Sure did.
great. It was great. If it doesn't, Joe, you got to
So
try.
shrapnel was
try.
caused because
You
of
got
this
to try
debacle,
and
right?
get over
There was
it.
a little bit of
I'm
shrapnel
over it,
behind
Bobby.
this.
My thinking, if he wasn't willing to do this, he could have saved all this happening. All he had to do was say what I originally said. I went back in my records and no, I did not send anything on the 7th. That's all he had to say, which was been the truth. He would not be
Right.
lying. He would be telling the truth.
All right. Yeah.
That's all he had to do. He wasn't willing to do that. That's where I have my hand. I'm not mad about anything else, Bobby. I'm mad about why he wanted me, knowing how bad I went through over $30, and because people know that the charges my wife had, that trying to make me look more scummier than what it should be done. I asked for one. If he's part of our team, he should be willing to take that little hit. And he would.
Here's what we're gonna do. You showed it. It's done. It's over. You got any more stories, Kleenex?
Nah.
I don't know.
We need you to have a story now.
I have a lot of stories, but okay, I got a story.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it, Kleenex. Give it to us.
So, how far back do we want to go? We want to go within the last 10 years, or we don't want to go way back?
We could go
We
wherever
want
you
old
want.
school way back.
We could go wherever you want, as long as it
You
ain't
like this
talking
guy,
about
Halu? I told you you like this guy. I
fucking
told you you like
dollars. Like, let's just
Okay,
get
when it comes to
off this shit.
money, I remember not that long ago, I was probably 40, and $50 almost turned into a homicide.
Wow.
$5 somebody get killed for $5.
I mean, $50 almost turned into a homicide. So there was these two guys. I wasn't part of it, but I knew both parties, and it was all over a bag of crack. And so it was two crackheads involved, and so it was $50 to go to the bag. Yeah,
I can
yeah.
understand that. Crackheads,
Drugs,
spending every money.
$50, crack, kind of adds it all up.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is these guys were related. They were first cousins on their dad's side,
Oh shit!
so they known each other forever.
But that's
right?
the funny thing. You got, I've seen some stories where fucking brother shoots his mother because, for yelling at him or some dumb shit. I'm like, this generation that we're coming up in now is getting wild.
Yeah, it's worse. So neither one of them have firearms. They both got a bunch of convictions, but they both have knives. So they decided to be in a jazz club. It was right here in Seattle. And they got to squabbling, and they pulled out their knives right in the jazz club. And both of them were so fucking, fucked up, they stabbed each other like 12 times. I think they both had like 7 stabs or 8 stabs. It was a lot of stabbing, but nothing was fatal. Blood everywhere, stabbing going on. Everybody's afraid to get in it. And I was there to see this because I was in this club. And as soon as it came, I was yelling at another guy that notices, can we stop this bullshit? But they're like kind of cutting each other superficially, so it doesn't look like bad. But knives are knives, right? I mean, they're not big knives. They're like little bullshit knives.
You put any knife can do enough.
Like about this long. And they're cousins, so like they're going to go for the kill. Well, it was crazy. It was over $50, or you can say the bag of crack worth $50. And then finally it got broken up, and the cops came and they both got arrested. Seattle's finest showed up, and then they were in the holding cell. Now you would think they would put them in separate cells. I mean, they're two cousins that patching them up, nothing fatal, no cut arteries. I don't know. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe one guy had 3, another guy had 4. Whatever. They're both bleeding. Well, Seattle PD puts them in the fucking holding cell together.
How
Read
stupid
the
is that?
private chat, Lou. Read the private
Now,
chat.
anybody who's been in jail knows this happens all the time.
Lou, read the private chat.
Oh, have you seen 2 people die or stabbed in the heart? I've seen people die in prison. I don't want to talk about it.
Me too.
I've seen quite a few people die in prison.
You want to talk about Lou?
And I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah, I see
can
it.
tell the story, but I don't want to get into it. So anyway, this is kind of funny because they then start trying to hit each other, and they just end up bawling. And I'm sorry, man. This is the story that they both tell later. So that's coming from them. I'm so sorry. I didn't forget it. You're my cousin. I love you. And they're slobbering around. And so then they're like, I guess their story telling about after they got out of jail. When the guy comes to give them cells, like, look, we don't want to do anything. We're cousins. We love each other. Can we just both go home? The guy, no, you motherfuckers, you're not going home. And they got out a couple of days later, and they're like, oh, tell them, we really learned to bond, and we learned to bond, and now we love each other. Months later, I wasn't around to see it. It happened again. And I didn't hear about it till it was 3 months later. This time, somebody had a gun, and one of the cousins died.
Oh, wow.
So it didn't have a happy ending.
No.
Did not, and that's a true fucking story. I saw the first one. I didn't see the killing that happened later. It was probably 10 to 15 months after the stabbing, and we love each other. We're gonna be fine. It was about over a year, and one of the cousins killed the other cousin. I was offered to go to the funeral. I said no. He said, you want to come to the funeral? I'm like, no, I don't want to be part of it. So that's real life. So sometimes you can just tell real life shit, and you don't gotta make up a fucking story.
Wow! I don't believe this.
Cupcake times $5.
But I don't do crack.
ding.
Hey, Joey, did you ever do crack?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I thought you had history with
I
crack.
smoked it one time for 10 years.
What about alcohol? Has alcohol ever been?
Couple years. Not a
Couple
big
years.
alcohol, but I gave up all the cocaine and alcohol around 2008. I OD'd very badly, and I was flatlined for a few
And what do you do now? Alcohol, a little bit of what?
Nothing.
Weed?
I don't do nothing.
You're sober?
Well, that's a lie, Joey. You did mushrooms a couple of weeks
Oh,
ago.
no, I take it back. Up until about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, for the first time in my life, I never smoked pot. I did mushroom stream. But up until that, I've been clean for over 3 years. Close. November 8th, 2021,
Is that
it'll be 3 years.
who's that behind you? That little picture. Who's that behind you, Joey?
Vince the
That's
lawyer.
Vince the lawyer, a midget.
Oh, that's Vince Lawyer.
Thank you, Cupcake. As far as what you showed today, I owe you an apology.
Do you ever have days or nights that you really want to get fucked up,
Thank
Joey?
you.
And you're like,
Thank
oh
you.
my god, Joey,
I'm
do you
sorry.
still go through? You still go through times you really want to get fucked up and you really like, oh god, I want to get fucked
I
up.
did for the first year. I did for the
Yeah.
first year really bad. Maybe probably for the first 2 years. I just listen. I know one thing. It'll be my fate. It will be my fate. If I go down those roads, nothing good's gonna come out of it, and I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Eventually, I'm gonna die. Quicker than
That's how I
anything.
feel about these. I think
Oh.
these are the coffins in my. These are the nails in my coffin, and I've smoked for over 50 years.
Well, Deadpool's throwing in a wrench here.
Who's Deadpool? What can you
Deadpool,
tell me about this person?
he's an angel. He's a good friend, a real true friend.
IRL in real life or just internet?
No, a very, very well respected man. I'm sure in his life, with his family and friends. I would definitely say probably one of the most in his everyday life. I would say that his family and friends probably respect him very highly,
Right.
and he's got my respect and this channel's respect. And my wife. I wish as a friend, forget about everything else that he does. As a friend, I wish I'd known him my whole life.
Wow, that's quite the.
I don't want to get choked up because I
Wow.
get very emotional.
Wow.
The guy's a gem. I'm going to tell you that right now. A gem.
If I only had a friend like Deadpool. Hey, has anybody seen the new Deadpool?
I have,
I
haven't.
thought it was great.
I haven't.
What's your view, dude? Did you like it?
of course.
Oh, I thought the Wolverine. First of all, I thought Hugh Jackman was doing CGI or AI to make him look that muscular. I'm like, there's no
No.
way this guy's 50-some
No.
years old and that ripped. Then I saw his training video and him talking about how hard it was to be doing this
Here's my
again
man.
in your 50s. And he really was that ripped. I kept on watching and going, man, he looks so good. You know, no way he's in his
difference-
50s. He really wasn't that good a shape to do that
The
shit.
difference
God.
was he wasn't as ripped. Like if
Yeah.
you watched the earlier Wolverine, like when
Oh, I've seen all
he
Wolverine.
was
I've
a
seen
little
all.
bigger, but he was like, dude.
But come
6,000
on,
calories a
he's
day?
what, 53? What is he? Alexa. Oh, she's unplugged. Never mind. I was going to ask. Anyway, I could look it up. He's
Gonzo,
weighing his.
where you at?
Gonzo is here.
No, not yet.
He's
The
coming.
real Gonzo, the Gonzo shitcock.
Yeah.
He I was shocked he wanted to come back
I was too.
because he like he said it staying in that kind of shape and doing that to your body, it takes a lot out of you.
Oh, I'd just like to have had that one time in my life, which I'm probably never going to. I never did experience that, but
I experienced it when I was in my late teens, early 20s, and then I had kids and said I like the dad bod more than I like the weights.
so did you carry the fetus or no? I'm sorry, because you're like weight gain because of pregnant. I'm like, oh, you carried the
No,
baby? You
my
went
first
9 months.
My first baby mama, she got pregnant. She lost the weight. I gained the weight. So it was a weight shift transfer. So, it happens,
So
It-
which
it-
one is
never got the
Gonzo?
answer.
I don't
never
see a
got the answer
Gonzo
to
in
this
here.
question. Whatever was sent on the 15th was sent back the next day. Yes. If that was your money, it was sent back.
So what have
Oh,
you decided
that-
about the money? Is this the money thing gonna go away, or is it gonna stay around forever?
It's
No, I
done.
had to answer the question. I had to answer that.
It's done.
So has Gonzo joined your stream at all, Joey? Because I know he
No,
was
he's
on.
not backstage yet.
He asked for the link. I sent it to him.
He was on
I'm waiting.
Stuttering John's twice that I saw on Stuttering
Yeah.
John's.
He filled in for my morning show. He came on as a co-host.
How many screens can you have on this?
10?
How many boxes can you have on your
10?
10?
Yeah.
Is this StreamYard that I'm on?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, okay. I pay for premium too. Come on, Gonzo. Last time we left, you were fucking ripping me a new asshole. What, 2 days ago? On Monday or whatever it was?
Guys just talk about old age kind of terrifies me. I love being strong. Hey, if you're young, well, I think you said you were in your late 20s. If you stay at it, you can keep it.
Here he is.
Lost it.
I want to see Gonzo.
There he is. Gonzo, welcome.
Hey,
I want to see your bubblehead.
Gonzo.
Come on, man. I don't believe this is Gonzo. This is an imposter.
No,
next.
Are you here to talk to me or are you here to talk to the rest of the crew?
Wait, hold on. Let me turn this off.
Eric
We had a
wants you to
big-
send
we had-
him a link.
He
Sorry
trolled
for the
me for
technical
over an hour.
difficulties.
Are you going to apologize about troll? Do not bring up the subject of the troll and why I left SSS. But are you going to apologize for the shitstorm you gave me the other day when I left SSS, Mr. Gonzo Shitcock?
I don't think I did anything to you, Kleenex.
Oh, look at this. Oh, he's innocent as you.
There
No,
you
I'm not
go.
gonna.
Yes,
I'm not gonna
just
apologize.
Keep
You
at
should
it, guys.
apologize to me. What's up, Joey C?
What's up, brother?
Uh,
how are
what's
you,
up,
man?
Lou? Bobby?
How you doing?
Kleenex?
So, High Pitch wants a link. Lou.
Kleenex is my dad.
up to you.
He's gonna want to come on.
No money. There's no money.
The
being-
money.
How many right
No,
now?
I'm not-
Yeah, send
no.
high picture. You wanna
I'm not
send-
hijacking this
No.
show.
Up to you.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
gonna come on and try.
Oh, the Kleenex haters are showing up.
Kleenex, why are you
is-
pretending like I did anything? I didn't do anything to you. What are you talking about?
Okay, remember what I said on my short
if
stream?
anything, I promote you. Joey, how does Joey C? How do you know Kleenex?
I met him through you.
Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
you have been telling me. Let me tell you one of the pathological liar. I'm
You're
always
such
the
a
liar.
Kleenex, you're such a little bitch sometimes. Just
Okay,
literally.
he's been telling me that there's an A-list celebrity that knows all about me, that talks about me, but he'll never say who. So yesterday he was insinuating it was Matthew McConaughey.
No, I wasn't. No,
I
didn't
could
say
introduce
that.
you to Matthew
Don't-
McConaughey.
Don't say that, Kleenex.
So there is some kind of celebrity. I'm thinking it's a sport person, not a movie star or an actor. If it, you know,
Don't-
we all know what a
Well, don't throw-
big
don't throw
sports
a name.
fan.
Don't throw
My
a name.
theory is, if you know a household name, it's an athlete, not going to be an actor or a musician. And yes, the other day, dude, you were saying,
I've explicitly said it's an actor. I never said.
but you were the other day saying, "Oh, you're blowing your chance to finally get to talk to Matthew McConaughey."
All right, don't say that. Don't stop saying names, Kleenex.
You said it. I wish it was recorded. It wasn't recorded because it was in a private Discord.
I never said
You
that,
said
no.
it like how many fucking
didn't.
times? You're messing up. You had your chance to talk to Matthew
Well,
McConaughey.
prove it.
It's-
I never
if
said.
I want to talk to
never
that
said
left wing fucking liberal
that.
retard.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well now.
Anyway, enough of me. I'm gonna shut up now.
No, go ahead, Kleenex. You can keep talking. I'm just saying.
No,
you're
no.
nuts. You're out of.
I see you're doxing me with your screen name here.
Oh, you want me to change it? I thought it
No,
was
it's
funny.
okay. It's okay.
All right, I'll change it. Hold on.
Okay. Tell me why you're such a fan of Joey and Lou DeGood and Bobby Nick. I don't want to make this about Kleenex.
Well, I didn't really know Lou very well or Bobby, but I do know Big Kahuna. He was my co-host when I hosted Joey C's show, and he was just a cool guy. Let's say it's cool vibes over here, Kleenex. Like everybody seems to be pretty chill. And then you, like you're very wound. You're tightly wound.
Here we go.
So, that's all. I mean, Joey C's show was like Joey C welcomed me with open arms. Ever since I contacted Joey C, he's always been nice, nothing but good to me. And when it comes to me, like you're gonna get the same energy you give back to me. If you're cool with me, then I'm gonna be cool with you. If you're an asshole to me, then I'll be an asshole to you. Much like you, like you're always an asshole to me, Clarence. Like I
We've
can't. always-
had moments that we got along. We've been talking to each other for fucking 9 years. We've had moments when we got along.
Yeah, I've known Kleenex for like 9 years, Joey. Isn't that crazy?
I know.
Yeah.
Damn.
But like with Gonzo, when Gonzo first told me he truly was a fan, you know, I've been a fan of yours forever, man. I was like, wow. You know,
Oh, I was a huge fan of him until I met him and got to know him in like in chat rooms. I was a huge Gonzo Shitcock fan, especially when he was dating Elisa and fucking Benji was losing his fucking marbles over it. I was a huge fan.
He just said it. You give the energy the way you get it back. He just
Yeah,
said it.
if you treat me like shit, I'm not going to be nice to you. If you treat me with respect and dignity, then that's what you're going to get back.
I give Gonzo mega respect because I love the guy.
Joey's always been cool to me. He's always been
Okay,
good.
I'll finally be really honest.
Kahuna was always cool.
Gonzo, I'm going to tell the truth. I am so jealous and envious of your success and fame. It's why I fight with you. It's why I am so fucking jealous of Gonzo shit cock. You've done everything I've dreamed of doing. Met Howard in person, been to the studio, called in on a regular basis and got through. I mean, I'm so envious of Gonzo Shitcock. And the most envious part is you got the LB. And I'm not going to say the name, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Our little half Iranian, little half Jewish person.
You do agree that Gonzo Shitcock was probably one of the top callers into Howard?
Oh, yeah, definitely. But I also think Balls was right there for a while. Trying to think of who else. I don't know. There's other people. But, yeah, his high pitch, I was there for all of that. He made high pitch interesting because really, how much high pitch, or not high, Eric the actor, how much Eric the actor could you really tolerate if you didn't have Gonzo?
Gonzo gets Kleenex. Let me interrupt you for a minute.
Yeah.
He was doing the stream. He was co-hosting my stream. And he said, send Shuli the link. And Shuli just got done doing a 3-hour show. And where did Shuli come back, Gonzo? Out of respect to you. Where did he come? Right over to us, didn't he?
Well, I think that was out of respect to you, Joey.
Maybe.
Out of respect, he wanted to first talk to me, but I told him Gonzo wanted him on, and he wanted to come and tell me he's sorry he didn't get back to me for last time because it was been a busy week. But it just goes to show you, Gonzo needs to be respected. He'll give you the respect you give him. Trust me when I tell you that.
That's how it should be in life.
That's right. Joey C's always been good to me, so I'll always be good to Joey C. Kleenex, you've been an asshole to me, so I've been an asshole to you sometimes.
I'm an asshole. You.
But you've also
been cool to me, so you were a big asshole to Tabby, even though you didn't know it was Tabby. I mean, he was an asshole back, but I mean.
Yeah, I'm running with my ass out most of the time. We all know that.
That's okay. I love you. The day that Gonzo put me together with you and told me about you, I've been hooked on you ever since. No, I'm serious. You've been great to me. You've always
I told Joey C when I see talent, I like to share it with the world.
Well, Joey just thought we would be cut from the same cloth. I think is what he was initially saying. We're
different in a lot of ways.
Well, I mean, basic cloth, not right. world cloth, but kind of the basic fabric of maybe generational. I don't know. Maybe experiences in life.
He's wanting to come on because he wants to talk about. We don't want to talk about that. I've already told you, Eric. Don't worry, I got you. There's no need to come on and bring all that up. And my partner, I don't have 100% say. It's my channel, but it's our show, so I got to respect my partner. If he says no, it's no. I can't override him. I won't override him on this.
We could do it tomorrow. Tomorrow.
We can bring you on tomorrow if Lou said.
Come on,
Gonzo. Where's the content? I'm waiting for you to, bring it, Gonzo.
Well, this is the Joey C show. This isn't the Gonzo Shitcock show.
Okay.
Lou and Joey C show. This is our new show that we've done on Lou's channel for the last 4 weeks.
So he's saying he wants to talk about something else.
Well, that's up to you. I mean, he knows right off the get. He's not getting paid for this episode. Right now, if you get that past Lou's test, I'm leaving this one up to Lou. All right, so if Lou says it's okay, we'll send you a link. But
There's no money involved with this high pitch. Just so
that's right. No money at all. Understand that right
now. No money if you come on this episode. So don't come back saying.
Does Eric expect money when he comes on?
Oh yeah, a
little bit.
So that's up to you, Eric.
Eric, you can't ask for money if you come on. That's not.
So Lou, it's up to you. And Gonzo could send it to him, or Kleenex could send it.
Yeah, I can send it to Eric if he wants to come on.
It's up to Lou. Lou signs off on it.
Like I said, there's no money involved. Send me the link.
He still says.
Is that okay with you? He says send him a link.
I don't know what he wants to talk about, so.
Eric
Jaw with the $2 super chat. I want to see Lou and Kai on this show together.
That's my dream.
Oh, God, Joey.
I love my haters are showing up. I love it.
All right, go ahead, Gonzo. I guess Lou made his bit. Come on and be very, very nice, Eric. Just forget about. I've already told you I got you. So that part's
All
over.
right, Eric, I'm texting it to you right now, so you need to have me unblocked on that.
It's
Oh, here
gonna
we go.
be.
There he is.
Okay, you have
Eric,
this
I'm
on,
texting it to you right
on and
now.
off.
And
guys,
Eric, please, no talking of killing anyone. We
No
don't.
money.
None of those accusations being thrown.
I just sent it to
No
Eric. I told
threats,
him
no
no
threats.
money. No money.
No threats. We can't. We got it. You cannot threaten nobody, Eric. We had to bleep that out. We do not
Yes, no
want
threats.
anything going. No threat.
No threats. Threats you get booted.
I like Puffs.
So
All right,
Kleenex.
Puffs. I think I know who Puffs is.
So
What's up,
Joey
man?
C, what do you like about Kleenex? What makes you?
Well, when you told me about him, I like his realness. I like how he's not afraid to tell anybody off. He
I'm a big
speaks from his
fan
heart.
of
You can
him.
look at his eyes and see he speaks from his heart. He's very passionate about what he speaks about.
Yeah.
People give him a lot of shit like they give me a lot of shit. He handles it in many ways. He can handle it by just saying, get the fuck out of here, or he'll argue with him. He'll give him that argument, or he'll just be done with it. You know, he stands his ground where he's from. I'm from Seattle, motherfucker. Like he told Cabby, don't give me no shit. I've
He's
been
from
around
Boise.
But I'm
Would
just
you
saying,
stop doxing the fuck out of me, you punk ass bitch?
where he's
God
from.
damn.
Your Twitter.
Dox. I'm from Seattle. 26
Kleenex,
years.
Your Twitter says the boy from Boise. Sorry.
It does not. It does not.
Well,
It does not.
I give people my address on the
All right,
internet.
from
I
Seattle,
regularly
so-
put my address out there. My phone number, everybody has. So
can see where I'm
which is
from.
the realness. I look at his eyes. I see a real person. That's what I
Behind
like.
these
about
glasses?
him. Behind those glasses. That's it.
So Slapjaw with another $2 super chat. Everyone's thoughts on Rob Saul. He's a fucking clown.
I made my
Rob
peace with Rob Saul, so I got nothing negative to say about Rob. I'll leave it.
That
at
is you. I
He's
could
kind,
get
he's
free
kind of
tickets
a
to
douche.
that
He's
fucking
kind of a douche. He's a professional asshole. What do you do?
I don't know enough about Rob Saul to have an opinion, but the clips I've seen of him it's pretty funny. The clips that they put together.
I made my peace with him, so
I
I would never speak ill of him again. That's my take.
Are you going to ever
he's
go
no
to war
Joe C.
again, or are you going to make peace with everybody on your rounds, Joey? Are you just going to...
Well,
Depending who it is.
I know who it is.
Depending
Oh,
who
yeah,
it is.
Joey. So you've been going through. So you went through a phase where you were religious for a little bit, right? You
Oh,
were-
I
you were
still stay
Father
true to that,
Joseph.
yes. But people started thinking I was some preacher. I got my license to be a
Oh, brother Joey.
Yeah, I'm not a
Yeah,
preacher.
Father Joseph.
I wasn't trying to preach those sermons, but I was sharing that I was reborn and I do accept Jesus in my heart and I do pray and I know that Jesus is real. And that's
I pray sometimes. I'm not religious,
Right.
but I do pray.
but I don't go to the church. My church is where I
I
get on
pray
my
this
knees on my
crazy
bed.
son of a bitch from Seattle won't come and murder me and my family.
Yeah,
but
that So
Really?
But
We're
yeah.
going to start that shit again?
we just got to be careful. Because
How many
I-
years have you said, Gonzo, have you said, I'm going to come to Seattle, me and you are going to go to see the Mariners?
That's a good idea. That would be nice.
you know,
Hey.
Joey, see, one time I was
The Giants are going to be in town. I look at your schedule.
I
Your
had a
Giants are
vacation
coming.
plans.
Your Giants are coming to fucking T-Mobile Park.
Are you fronting the bill?
He would.
No,
Now, Kleenex, I
the
just
Mariners
told
are
him,
coming
hey, Bill,
to.
he spread money around now. I know that for a fact about Kleenex. He's not a tight one. He has gone to places and spread his money to help people. I will
You got,
say that's a fact about Kleenex.
No,
You
Joey,
got
see,
the
I was
Mets
supposed to
and
hang
Mariners
out
playing
next
next
one,
year at
one
the
time a few
Little
years
League
that?
ago.
Classic.
I'm sorry, Lou. I didn't
Oh,
mean
sorry,
to Lou.
buddy.
That's
was
You fucking went
Well,
to
why don't you
Seattle
go
and
to
got
Tampa Bay and go see some team in Tampa Bay and hang out with Joey then?
I would love that. I was just.
Nah,
I was.
Yeah, I would much rather hang out with Joey C than you, Clint.
There you go.
You might kill me. Clint,
Yeah.
you threatened to fucking kill me last time I.
In Minecraft. In Minecraft.
At least I know.
Hey Joey, that's what we need to do. We need to start a grifting fund so we can just go to a ball game, get a nice suite. A suite costs $4,000. People, it's all depending on the team. It brings 20 people. We could bring 18 other folks with us, and you get 3 parking passes.
So Lou, how do you know Joey C? How do you guys?
Well, he was Kai's. They were partners.
Yeah.
I brought them over together with the Kai,
Oh,
the Lou and Kai
that's
morning
right,
show.
Kai and Lou, yeah.
That's how I was introduced.
What happened
Really
to Kai?
through
Is Kai still around?
Kai.
Kai has taken a long sabbatical, and he had just got out of with his work a big contract he had finished up. He's been traveling a bit with his lovely bride, lovely
Well,
wife.
how did you and Kai meet up with Joey C?
Kai sought me out for an interview on the Lou
Yeah.
and Kai.
That's how it happened. I'm not one to have a lot of guests on a panel, but I at the time I begrudgingly let it happen, and the connection really came through some baseball talk with Joey.
Are you a baseball fan?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a Mets fan, diehard Mets fan. I don't care what happens. We could suck through the glory years, and I'll still support my Mets. You know,
Yeah.
the word is I'm glutton for pain. I'm a Mets, Jets, Knicks. I like all the shitty teams in New York.
Mets
Yeah,
were-
none of those teams have won anything in my lifetime.
When's the last time the Mets won? Was it '86?
Yeah, 86 is the
Yeah.
last time.
This is late 80s, mid 80s, yeah.
Yep.
I'm
So are you a New Yorker?
I'm
Lou?
a Giants fan. San
I was-
Lou,
Francisco.
are you a
I
New
was-
Yorker?
I was born and raised in Jersey until '88.
What
And
part
then
of
we ended
Jersey?
up-
What part of Jersey? Southern Jersey or North Jersey?
My last residence in Jersey was in Kearney.
All right, what's the address? Let me write this down.
I'm not
I'm just
giving
kidding.
that out
I was
because I don't want to dox anybody who lived at that present.
High pitch
time.
coming or not? I mean, I don't.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
shit. Let me check my text. Sorry.
So from Jersey, we moved to Florida. I was living in Miami. I moved from Miami in 2001 to Tampa, and I've pretty much been in Tampa the rest of my.
Great Gary D.
Don't they have the spring training for the Yankees in Tampa?
Yes, I've been to George. I think it's called George Steinbrenner Park.
It is George Butterfield over there on Dale Maybury.
Yeah, I've been there.
Oh, it's on Dale Maybury?
Yes, right across the street from Raymond James Stadium.
Chad Zumach's stand-up.
Neck of his neck of the woods. Yeah, right over there.
Yeah, like I said, I've been to that stadium a couple of times. Last year? My cousin.
You guys are all baseball. You guys are all baseball heads. Then.
Oh, I love it.
Spider Alomar. He's a.
I don't know. Bobby Nixon's into baseball so much. I don't know.
No.
I don't think
I'm not
Bobby
into
Nixon's into
sports at
sports at all.
No, I'm not into sports at all, Joey.
You talk some death metal, then Bobby will he'll have fun.
Yeah, Kleenex doesn't really know much about sports either, even though he tries to be.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Now, Phoenix, when Alex Rodriguez was at the Seattle Mariners, he was signed and he was originally signed by the. Did you like him when he was with the Mariners? Did you think he was?
Yeah, and then I remember going to the games, and he goes to the Yankees because of
No, he went to the Rangers first.
No, he went to the
He went to the
Rangers.
Rangers, then he went
Went to
to
the Texans, yeah.
So finally he's with
Yeah, I
Derek
told you.
Jeter.
I told you, Joey.
Whatever, man. I'm old. Trying to remember. So Derek Jeter and him, they're playing the Yankees, and they're all going to Safeco Field, which is now called T-Mobile, and they got the string, oh, you just left us for money, sell out, and they really hated on A-Rod for a while. And it was like, the guy wants to fucking get a pennant. When are the Mariners ever going to do it?
But wait a
what the
second.
Fuck.
He will never get a pennant on his own. He's an individual
Yeah.
player. He was never a team player, never a clutch hitter. All them years in the big leagues, as much of a five-tool
A-Rod-
superstar he was, he won one pennant. A guy with his caliber of playing should have been on 10 World Series teams. He
Right.
sucked as a team player.
You talking about A-Rod, Joey C?
Yes, he was very
Yeah,
soft.
Alex Rodriguez.
Well, that's one of the greatest hitters of all time, man. That's,
One of the
I
greatest five-tool
I
players.
lost respect for A-Rod when he got involved with J-Lo. I mean, he showed what a pussy he was when he got involved with J-Lo. Jennifer Lopez. Fuck that. That's stupid.
How do you mess up?
Alex Rodriguez is one of the greatest hitters of all time.
No, don't get me
Yeah,
wrong,
he
but
was.
he's not a team player. He was never a team player. He fought with every player on the Rangers who thought he was better and above them, and he treated them like shit on the dugout. I was there firsthand.
On the
see what
Rangers?
he was doing.
What were you doing in?
Okay, but Joey, you
Arlington.
can't. Baseball
When I was
is
with
a
the
team
AAA
sport.
team, I went up quite a bit to the big leagues because Zach Manassian, who I know my whole life, and then I would go up with all my September call-ups. I would go up there, and I worked Major League Spring Training. When I worked spring training, and surprise, I worked Major League side. So Alex was very not nice to guys that were not his caliber of pay, and bottom line is Jeter couldn't stand him. Jeter.
Okay, but take that out. Take that aside. Remember, baseball is a team sport, and it's how the team is constructed. You can't put that he's only won one pennant. Those teams that he was not with the Yankees should have won more World Series.
More
They
than
just
one.
couldn't. More than
Right.
one, but they couldn't get it done in the playoffs. So that's just not on
because
him.
he wasn't a clutch hitter. He cared about his own.
When your team is stacked, the team just didn't hit. So we can't. I don't care for Alex Rodriguez as a person,
Yeah.
but as a ball player, he was an excellent shortstop. When
Plus, he lied. He lied
They
about
all
doing
lie.
steroids since he was
Moved to
15
third
years old.
base.
Here he is, everybody. The one and only 35 years on Howard Stern, the great high pitch Eric.
I pitch.
Yo, what's up?
What's happening, buddy?
Hi, pitch. You miss me yet?
No. So, Joey, I want to say I met you Friday.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to meet you at the show.
Me too. Hi, on.
You and your wife are amazing people,
Thank you. You said you're amazing.
and it was a great show.
Don't worry, I got you today, Eric. I will do you right. I promise you that. Don't have to worry about that.
Well, you guys just met Friday. I thought you guys knew each other.
No,
No, they met Friday at the show.
Actually,
Yeah.
physically, we met Friday. He stood up
Oh,
and
yeah.
said, he yelled at
Oh,
me.
you mean in
He stood up
person?
And he yelled, "Joey C, I love you." He said that. Remember when you stood up, Eric, after Bob Levy had me stand up, and then you stood up right after that and said, "Joey C, I love you."
Yes. Now, here's the thing. I don't know why, like, whenever Vince the lawyer does a show, he has no fucking content. Am I right?
I mean,
I don't watch Vince, so I don't know.
I don't watch him regularly, but I mean, yeah, I mean, there's times that Vince is trying to get content.
Isn't that your bro, Eric? Isn't that like? Aren't you close with this?
No, I don't talk to him. I blocked his numbers.
I thought you guys hang out all the time at the
No.
Yankees meetings. So. No, my bad.
I think Eric's mad at him because Vince is always promising him money and never gives it to him.
Here at Bedabber, this isn't Joey's show. There's the difference. He's my co-host for this one. So have a nice day.
Well, B. Dabbler, I gotta say, Rocco touched my heart. He did by saying that he really had pleasure hanging out with us on a standpoint of being real human. But this is, I'm a partner in this show. I picked the name. This is Lou's show, and Lou was scheduled to come over with the show in September, if we did it now. So that's the answer to that question.
Wait, so are we?
Our
So
show,
we're on
Joey. At the
Lou's.
end of the day, it's
This is
our
Lou's
show.
show. This isn't your show, Joey.
This
Oh,
is
it's
our
right there.
show.
Busting balls
Our
with
show.
Lou and
Our
Joey C.
show.
Read the title, Gonzo, you fucking blind fucking faggot. What does
As
it say?
respect-
Busting balls with Lou and Joey C. Are you kidding me?
it's a joint effort. It's just not. We are hosting it now as of today on my channel and Lou's channel, but it started out on Lou's channel. It was
Lou, you've been away for a while, right? You haven't been because I remember I used to watch Good Morning Joey C.
Yeah. When things blew up with me and Kai, I kind of
What
just stepped
happened?
away
What happened
for a
with you
while.
and Kai? Lou?
It's just creative differences.
that's all.
Yeah, that's a good way
Like
to go.
what
Creative.
difference? What happened?
It kind of was somewhat, he sat there and said I wasn't letting him be creative, which if I didn't feel something was working, I'm quick to just say, yeah, no.
It's safe to say
Don't-
creative difference.
What was
Don't do it again.
What was Kai doing that you didn't like?
To go back that far, I can't say. I don't remember, honestly. And another thing he said, I wasn't letting him to bring a guest on, and I told him, if you want to
Did
bring
you
a
guys?
guest, I
Did you guys
will
know
take
each
the day
other?
off.
Did you guys know each other before starting the show?
He came on another show that I was doing on a different channel. That's kind of where we were introduced, and then
Was the Patrick? Sorry for interrupting you. Was the Patrick Melton thing part of what kind of drew?
No.
no, fuck Melton. I don't give a fuck.
Because
about
I know
Melton.
he kind of went after you guys for a little bit. Was that,
Natasha, did you mention what you mentioned to me earlier?
what did I say to you earlier?
That Shuli's ex-co-host?
Oh, I don't want to talk about that show.
Well, he wasn't a co-host; he was a producer.
Everybody's already talked about it.
Yeah, we're not gonna get involved with that, Eric, because that could put us down a bad rabbit hole.
It's gonna get their YouTube channel struck for talking about Choma.
I don't want to talk about it. We don't want no problem with YouTube. But all I can say is my heart knows who's Shuli, and I can guarantee you Shuli had no knowledge of what that guy was. That's
Well,
where I'm-
obviously, he's not going to be doing business.
Thank you, Jake.
But
Yeah, I
but
mean-
no, I just want to get between the Lou and
Like I said, it was just a little bit of creative differences. I don't think there was, but that's the spin we put on it. We'll leave it at that.
so are you
I
guys
don't
gonna-
want to. I don't want to
guys-
be said that I'm talking shit about him when I'm really not. because you know these.
No,
some
we're
of
just
these
trying
chatters,
to get. No, we're just trying to understand like what the differences were. I think he would say the same. Like you don't want to
Puff tissues. I know who you are, motherfucker. It's not gonna work. You just
I gotta
outed
interrupt
yourself
this.
with all these insults.
Flex wanted
Fuck
to
you,
see my
Puff.
wife's theology degree. That's her theology degree.
What is this, Joey?
My wife's
theology?
theology degree.
Geology?
Sociology. It says sociology, doesn't it?
Am I saying it right?
It says sociology.
She's
theology.
a licensed minister.
Oh, okay. I thought it said
Oh,
sociology.
theology.
Theology.
Now, me and Gonzo used to do podcasts together.
Yeah, we would have differences all the time. We would fight.
I don't know if you remember when me and Gonzo used to do a podcast.
I do. I do.
No, with Joey
It's like
Boots.
10 years
Remember,
ago.
Yes.
remember Joey Boots?
Of course.
What
I
is
do.
this? Who's giving shit to Kahuna? They
So-
don't even mention Kahuna.
No one even talked about it.
So, Gonzo, tell the story what happened with Joey Boots.
Is it true that you found him when he was no longer with us?
So we were trying to call him. Or Gonzo, you were trying to call his phone.
Yeah, we would do a show every Friday night at 8 o'clock
Right.
Western
remember
time. And we couldn't get a hold of him one night. Or no, 8 o'clock Eastern. We couldn't get a hold of him one night. And then High Pitch lived in his building. So we told High Pitch to go up and check on him. And then
That's what I'm.
his door was locked, but he could hear the phone ringing. And then Eric got the
building
apartment
manager.
Yeah,
And-
and then they found him dead.
And she said to me, well, maybe he's out. Maybe he's sleeping. I said, well, if his phone is on, he's in his room. So she walked over to Joey, and she said Joey was cold, not breathing, and slept over in his chair for hours.
Oh.
So that's when the police came and ambulance and cops and detectives were rumbling through bottles and bottles and bottles of beers.
Were there? I didn't know there was bottles and bottles of beers there.
Eric, here's a question for you. And they're asking you to be honest with this, which I'm sure you will be.
Yes.
Eric, did you swipe anything from Joey's apartment when you found him like that? Be honest.
No, I did not.
I believe. Thank you.
But you were accused though, right, Eric? Somebody accused you of stealing money from Joey's wallet or something? Remember?
No, that never happened.
I thought somebody accused you of that. All right, never mind.
So you never. That's another question someone asked. Did Eric steal Joey's wallet, Gonzo? And that was,
No, he didn't. He didn't.
no, he did not. Yeah, I know that to be fact.
No, it was a very sad time. It was very,
That's overwhelming.
Let's
when you
talk about something fun.
Yes. Let's pick up the pace here. We got Gonzo Shitcock. We got Kleenex. We got Eric Lehman, the great high pitch Eric. Well, I've been a fan for you for 40 years, Eric. You understand? 40 years I followed you from day one. You understand? That's how much I love you.
Granny's in the chat.
Wait,
Joe.
Joycey,
He wants
didn't
to know,
you-
can he come down and sit in studio with you for a show?
Well, one day we'll have Granny on again. We had Granny.
Joey,
on.
didn't you tell me?
No. Listen to what he's saying, Joey. He wants to come over to your house and sit in your studio and do a show from your place.
Absolutely. Anytime you want.
There you go.
Eric, do you remember? Eric, did you ever hear about the Joey C. Ronnie the limo driver incident?
Wait, what was that?
Joey, tell High Pitch about.
You know, I used to call Ronnie quite a bit. I would call him in the limo when he picked up Howard.
That bit.
Yeah. And one day I called home and Stephanie answered the phone and I called. She picked up I don't know if I might have called the house phone. And I did my normal Ronnie run laugh. You know, and I would, I do the Ronnie run and we hit it off good. Well, Ronnie and I had differences on Twitter one day. And I said, well, it should happen. Let's talk about it. So I sent him his cell phone. And now he knows I'm the one pranking him. He goes, I sent him privately instead of my number. I said, let me send you my number. I sent him his number. And that's when it all busted open. And I'm the guy that's been trolling him and making a prank phone call. He said, that's not cool. He blocked me. And then Stephanie cussed me out with every MF word there possibly was the night I called on a Sunday. And then Ronnie told Howard, and I was put in queue every day that I called in by the phone guys and never let on. And Baba Booey lied to me on the wrap-up show when I went into Sam and he told me, I said, isn't it true that Ronnie Mudd has that kind of power? He said, nobody here at the Stern Show has that power to tell who cannot come on. But Ronnie did have that power with Howard. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, Ronnie doesn't have that power.
You don't think he did? So they were telling me the truth? All right, well, all right. I believe that. And I believe it.
Well, I thought the story was Joey C that he threatened to kill him. No.
I didn't threaten to kill him. He threatened he was going to get me. He called the police on me. He called some New York detective where he lived in New York. They called me and said, "This is Detective so and so from the New York Police Department." And I said, "What?" He goes, "We got to talk to you about possible felony being committed here. Do you know Ronnie Munn?" I said, "Yeah." So I said, "Wait a minute." He called the police on me. I said, "Can you give me 5 minutes to call you back?" I immediately fired up my show. I called back the detective. I said, "This is Joey C calling you back." He's Joseph Catalano. He goes, "Thanks for calling back." I go, "You're on air. Tell my fans why I can't make prank phone calls like Howard Stern and everybody on the Stern Show. Why can they do it and I can't?" He goes, "You have a show?" Ronnie didn't tell me that. Click, and he hung up, and he never heard from the police again. And that's
do Lou and Bobby know Howard Stern show like you, Joey C, or are they?
No,
just,
I never.
They don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Right?
no, they don't.
I never watched the Howard Stern show.
I always watched. I always watched. I loved Howard Stern. Look, the good old days.
So you know High Pitch Eric then.
Oh, of course I know High Pitch. Yeah, I've been a fan of High Pitch for a long time.
High Pitch doesn't like me today. What's wrong, High Pitch?
Nothing.
Are you mad at me again?
You guys look like twins.
Are you mad at me again, High Pitch?
Did I say I'm mad? No.
Well, you didn't seem happy to see me. I said, "Did you miss me?" You said, "No."
You asked me about a certain person that and I'm not going to say names, but you're kind of rubbing some of the fans in a bad way here, and I can't have my fans not to be unhappy in this situation. So I don't know.
Me?
Yeah, you rubbed a couple of them in a bad way.
That's my hater. I know who Puff is. I don't know who this other guy, Dead
Not
Fool,
your
is.
haters. These are not your haters. A couple people
Oh, it's not?
are you rubbed in the wrong way. What's your thoughts on that? What would you say to make amends to give you a second chance? Stay on.
Oh,
Be
you want me to
real.
leave?
No, I'm
You
not.
want me to leave?
I'm asking you.
I don't know. Maybe they've seen my stream. Maybe they don't like what I stream. Maybe they went and saw some of my shit and don't like it. I don't know. They got a problem with what I'm doing now or stuff that I've done in the past.
They said you got too much negativity.
I live in a negative world, so I react
is a
to it.
controversial figure, Joey C.
I understand that, but the person, like I said, you said it yourself. You came in and said, "I don't see no negativity in this chat room."
Yeah. So that's a reason for me to leave. Then I'm trashing up your fucking little program.
I'm giving
here.
you the opportunity to flip this around and be positive. I would
Okay,
never.
first of all, I don't know who these people are. I suspect that the puff tissue guy is Jack Nugent from Chicago, the guy that I was saying good things about. I could really go off on him because I just told him to get fucked, and I told him never to speak to me again. I have a very suspicion that that's him. Maybe I'm wrong. As far as Kleenex is garbage by Miss Shitty Internet Provider, have no clue who that is.
Oh, that's a dear friend of ours, Mike Shitty Internet Provider.
Okay, so why am I a shitty? Why am I garbage? Shitty Internet Provider, Mike's.
Well, I didn't say it. I never said it was Mike that said that.
No, I'm reading it right there. Mike just says Kleenex is garbage.
Jim, I will.
So why am I garbage?
Let me see. So this is one.
Kleenex, why are you fighting with your trolls?
Because
No,
I'm
Mike's
not
not a
fighting.
troll.
I've been ignoring. I think that one guy was.
maybe you are.
You're clearly not ignoring it. You're addressing every single person by name.
Okay, so what do you want me to do, Joe? You want me to leave? That's fine. I'll leave.
No, don't leave.
I have an obligation that I want you to just explain to them. Why do you think they
Win
think?
them over. Win them over, Kleenex.
Okay.
Win them over.
What I have is a temper. And I say fuck all to fuck everybody. So, and I've been known to fucking argue with fucking Gonzo. I've mentioned that we have a love-hate relationship. I don't know anything about your fans. I thought it was great that you didn't have any hate. Now I see because I brought up no hate. Now I'm the hate. So how about somebody say, why am I garbage? What if I done something today while I've been on that makes me garbage?
Were you sincere when you said that the chat room was the best you've seen ever?
Yeah, and look how it's all turning on me because I acknowledge that this is the first stream I've seen with a bunch of hate chat. And you said, "Oh, you should have seen it before." I had nothing but hate. So
look at
Kleenex
this.
is a level 100 Karen. What the fuck are you talking about? Have you seen my streams? Mike Shitty internet provider. Have you ever seen my streams? Or are you basing that opinion on what I'm doing here today? What have I done today? Okay, let's just take one at a time. So this is one of your regulars, right? Mike Shitty internet.
One of my.
What have I done? What have I done to offend you? And you're hating on me. What have I done here that you're not happy with?
Well, can I answer that?
Yeah, go ahead, Eric.
Go ahead, Eric.
Okay, first of all, you call a lot of women cunts, which is very wrong.
Okay. Did I call anybody a cunt today? I didn't think I called any cunts today.
But here, I am obligated to a certain individual here who's kind of like my boss. You know,
This is a boss that doesn't like me.
That if he's unhappy and he tells me you gotta go, you gotta go. It will happen.
Second of all,
and I'll be real, and I don't want that to hurt my personal friendship with you. But if my boss says you gotta go, you gotta go. I won't be a Ray DeVito. I won't be a Ray DeVito here. I'm loyal. You understand?
Second of all, on your stream.
Well, you know what I got to say? I'm going to give you a reason to fucking kick me. Fuck you. I don't know who the fuck you are. Don't give a fuck who you are. I'm real. You don't fucking like it? I don't give.
Oh.
Oh.
Well.
Right.
There you go.
There you
you
go.
have it, folks.
Wait, did he leave or did you guys?
He's gone. I got an obligation to someone in that chat room who is dear to me and who is he's like our boss. He pays the freight for everything here. I can't.
Okay. So you kicked Kleenex out?
I had to kick him. I had no choice.
All right.
He's not gonna say. I got good friends.
Well, I told you, Joey. See, Kleenex is he's a wild.
You're listen. I love you more than a brother, and I'm a big fan of High Pit. It just had to happen. I couldn't let.
That's fine.
I'd be slapping.
Listen, I'm not gonna stick it for Kleenex. He's an asshole.
Here's what I was thinking. I know me and Gonzo used to do shows together, and maybe me and Gonzo will do a show, a YouTube stream, maybe on Saturdays if Gonzo's interested.
Yeah. Eric, every time you say that, you always flake. So I'm not.
But you always want to do it during the week, and
no,
during the week
you always flake. I would do it, but you always flake. If you committed, then yeah, I would do it. But
so let's do it on Saturdays, not during the week.
Saturday nights.
Yes.
All right, I'll do a Saturday night show with you.
When do you want to start?
This Saturday night.
No, this Saturday's not good. How about the following Saturday?
Jeez, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, next Saturday we can do it.
Fine.
There you go.
Well, who's going to run our show?
Doug. Doug will do it. Reach out to Doug, our friend Doug from Canada.
Well, you reach out to him.
I don't. This is your idea. You reach out to him.
Well, you've always wanted to do a show with me, so you ask him.
Not really. I've agreed to do them. I don't want to do them necessarily. Eric, if you're interested, then you'll show. I need you to show me that you're.
Joey, Granny wants a link. What do you say?
That's up to you.
Send Granny. I love Granny.
I love Granny.
I don't know Granny, so I can't.
I'll tell you what. Granny won't hurt your channel.
Granny
won't hurt your channel. He would never do what was asked of him. He's a stand-up guy, 100%. I'll say
Eric's gonna. I don't think Eric's.
Let's give Granny a chance.
I'll send Granny the link.
Buster, so he might piss.
Let him a link, Bobby Link. Bobby Mix. Let him a link. Thank you.
I'm Bobby Link.
Bobby
Link. Send links.
I don't know Granny, Jim. I don't remember. I don't
Granny's
think I've ever done a show with Granny. I know he was on the Watch channel, but other than that.
In all fairness, I love you, Kleenex. I hope you understand it was business, and I have an obligation. That's all I can say.
He's not going to understand, Joey. He's going to be mad at you. He's going to talk shit. I'll defend you, don't you?
I've been.
Pineapple! I did nothing to Kahuna, but you're testing me, bro, and you're going to bring out something that I don't want to do. So just stop while you're fucking ahead.
Granny, you got the link.
Who are you talking to, Lou?
This fucking clown.
He's talking to the Eco Pineapple, which is spelled Luke backwards. Luke Pineapple.
Oh, did you not get
Yeah.
along with Kahuna? Big Blue?
That's what he's trying to imply, but I've never had any issues with Kahuna.
He loved Kahuna. He said nothing but nice things to say about Kahuna.
Kahuna, I love Kahuna.
We all love Kahuna. We all love Kahuna. We're not.
I got the opportunity to co-host.
Yeah,
with Kahuna
he's
for
a
him.
great second mic. He's a great straight man. He's perfect. Don't get me wrong. I love him, but you know.
Yeah, he keeps saying
Here's the thing: Joey can't protect you from no one. I am who I am. Piss me off enough, and you will.
I don't want to predict Lou. Lou's a big his own man. Lou can handle his own. You know. So.
Yeah.
Wait, so Lou, how did you meet Joey C again? You guys just randomly met on the internet?
No. Again, Ty and him did a morning show. Ty wanted to interview me based on my baseball background, and they did a 2-part interview. And Lou at first was against having guests on. He was very adamant about it. But when he saw it was baseball, he said, "What the hell? I like baseball. Maybe the guy could have." And we hit it off. The three of us hit it off, and the rest was what I thought was history. What happened to Hypen?
He dropped off. Granny will be in a second. He's got to get dressed.
Above this.
Get dressed, yeah.
But it's all right. I'll stay on.
Look, I don't want to be negative because I don't want to irritate the boss. You know, we're trying to have fun here.
Right.
Oh, dude, come on, Lou.
But you know, I have no issues with Kahuna. I want Kahuna to come back. I think him and Joey are a great team together. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they got some things to work out.
Well, you know,
I think it's doable. I think it's doable, Joey. I think you should.
I do too, Bobby. I'm with you, Bobby.
Wait, Bobby Nick, what the fuck is your deal, Bobby Nick? I mean,
Bobby Nick is the voice.
How are you involved? I like Bobby Nick, but
I'm involved. I don't know.
Bobby Nick's getting links to every one of my shows without asking.
What's with all those books behind you, Bob? Did you read all those?
Actually, those are.
You don't have to clean it.
Props.
Those are fakes. Actually, those are just. This is just a background. So don't be too fooled by it, there, Gonzo. But yeah, Gonzo, I was listening to some of your stuff yesterday with Eric the Midget. It was great stuff. Good trip down memory lane, buddy.
That's right.
Thank you, Bobby Nick.
Bobby Nick is a really good guy.
So how did Bobby Nick come into all this, Joey C?
Oh, he's just.
That's a good question.
I've been podcasting for like 3 years now.
And then how did you meet Joey C?
He defended me with Jake Hudson when I was on with Jake Hudson. He always defended me.
We kind of just kept on meeting on shows. BYB, Jake Hudson show.
Just networking, right? Like just networking.
Yeah, and you know, I'd known of him from the Shuley Network, and you know, I remember when I first seen Joey C, I was like, who in the hell is this dude? This guy is insane. I don't know what I'm even seeing here.
That's how I became a Joey C fan. I remember one day.
Yeah,
I was on Twitter and Shuley wrote back like, "Okay, maniac" or something, and then I looked, and then the tweet was from Joey C, like, "You cocksucker motherfucker, I will fucking kill you," like just like the craziest shit. And then I clicked on Joey C's Twitter, and it was all just like, "Fuck you," you know. Just all
here he is,
yeah, and you know.
And I wrote to Shuley. I was like, I like this guy.
Granny.
I was Granny.
He said he was putting clothes on.
Granny,
where the clothes?
how's it going, brother?
I had to get dressed. I had fucking clothes on, man.
You got half dressed. You got half dressed for the show?
How do you know I'm not fucking fully nude, you cigarette smoking obese man?
Well, that's true. That's true. I do not know that.
Granny, how you been?
Yeah.
Don't stand up, Granny. Don't stand up.
I'm good, man. Yeah, man, it's hot. Been painting in this fucking Florida weather. You know, beautiful Florida weather today.
Beautiful, my ass. It's fucking hot.
I sweat 3 fucking shirts clean down to 0, dude. There was nothing left of them motherfuckers. Just I could wring the sweat out of them.
That's brutal.
Well, it's an honor to meet you, Granny. I've been a fan for a while. So.
Just don't fucking say that. In honor, dude, I'm just some fucking asshole. Listen, who was that old fuck that y'all had on? Like that's your like I'm getting fucking kicked out speech. Well, let me give you something to fucking talk about.
That's Kleenex.
Say something cool, man. Just fuck you. Like
Can
what is
we,
this?
Joey?
Like,
Can you send him the link again? Have him
that's a
back on?
fucking Villages exit, man. That motherfucker just exited the fucking Villages pickleball court.
Well, I mean, I just want to make sure that the boss.
Wait, Granny, do you still do the BYB podcast, or what do you do now?
Yeah, I do, man. Yeah, I'm still tethered to that. I did mostly Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Better than another show that I know, Bobby.
And
Oh, you shut the fuck up, Granny.
And you're dating that one chick, right? Lemmy, Lil Lemmy.
Yeah, man, we've been dating for some time, 9 years. Yeah, it's been, actually, we haven't probably been on a fucking date since we started dating, really.
That's how it
It's
happens.
time.
Well,
Take her out
pretty
to Red
much.
Lobster or something, Granny. Jesus. Come on.
No, I took her out and we had gator tail not too long ago. Joey!
Oh, no.
Yes. What's up, Granny?
All right. Listen, man, I'm going to come down and sit in studio for a show. Is that cool, man?
Absolutely, 110%.
Yeah.
Wait, Granny, didn't you you went to rehab, right?
Yeah, I did.
Are you out of rehab now? Or are you still there? Or like, what's going
No,
on?
I'm here right now. Y'all want to say hi to the boys? No, I'm fucking out of rehab. Yeah, they don't let you stream from rehab.
Yeah.
Wait, so did you drop out, or what happened?
Well, no, they wanted me to stay for the completion program was fucking 90 days or whatever. So I stayed for 30 just to, kind of kick like the habit that I was in.
Did you,
yeah,
did it help? Do you feel like you're good now, or?
Yeah, man. No, yeah, I feel like I'm good.
Well, little Lemmy was 199 there. Do you want to pull that back up again?
Sure.
I
she
missed the
says-
drunk Granny. Sober one is annoying as fuck.
What do you have to say about that, Granny?
I mean, she's probably fucking right, man. Like I was like a lot looser toned. Like I feel like I'm gonna go to Joey C's house and just touch all his Hummels. Joey, you collect Hummels or?
No.
Fuck. All right. Well, I'm gonna touch some shit. You know what I mean? Like all your collectibles.
All I can tell you is it's a nice, cozy place. It's small, but it's clean, and you're more than welcome to come on.
Fuck yeah, man. Look. We'll set up the date, but I'm driving down. I'll buy you lunch, and whatever's on the fucking stream goes directly to Joey C. This is just me going to meet a buddy and fucking. Well, everybody knows where you're from, but yeah, close to me.
Yeah, just like I said, you pull up in front. You got to call me. I got to come down and let you in. You'll probably get greeted by Pop and a few other homeless people down there. So.
Buddy, look. I'm used to it. Don't worry about it. I might look fucking like extremely charming and professional on stream, but I'm pretty fucking white trash. Fuck you, Bobby. I'm pretty fucking white trash, dude. So yeah, no, I know how to get around in there. I don't have a back
Little Lemmy says guy. Little Lemmy says now he can get hard, and I'm not interested. You're losing your charm, Granny. I guess I don't know.
Granny, where did you get your name from? Why do they call you Granny?
Man, that's a long fucking story. You really want to hear it?
Yes. It's a good story, though.
Is it? How is it a good story? It's really
No,
not.
there was nothing else.
I liked it. I don't know.
Just tell us.
All right, so I used to play Halo 3 for cash. I was a professional Halo 3 player.
Like that guy that killed that person on the.
I don't know about Halo 3 killings. I know I played it. But
somebody swatted somebody on the Halo 3.
Oh, dude.
Oh, it could have been. I didn't get swatted.
Nowadays.
Then again, I was bridging my network to run through host as well, so I all the IPs coming in were there. Anyway, so I did that, and we made these accounts, and I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you, dude. I ripped this off. One of my buddy, we made the most offensive accounts that we could and put them in friends and family category, just to be dickheads. We were young, and we put them all in there. And I think mine was like Big Black Bush, and like I forget what the other one was, but the third was Granny Loves Anal, and their fucking avatar was a brown dot, and it was the funniest fucking thing to me like ever. Because we would be going into these games and people would just get highly offended. That one got banned in less than 24 hours. And so that happened, and then a few years later, man, I finally got into Bubba the Love Sponge from living in the Panhandle. I would listen to fucking Bubba, and I was in there under another name, and I was like, man, what name's gonna garner a little bit of attention as I'm calling in? And it was Granny Loves Anal, and I rode that name before it got banned for TOS on fucking Twitch for like 4 years, dude.
Yeah.
It was Granny Loves Anal. So yeah, I had to come back
Granny.
as Panal, and then it just got. I got so many accounts banned that I just changed it to Granny Loves Getting Banned.
Right, that's a good story. Granny,
Well-
the Mike Shitty Internet providers take it for good out. Granny loves the Paul Walker hairdo.
Yep.
The what? Paul Walker what?
Hairdo.
Who's got that? I do?
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, what he's saying.
Fuck you, man. I don't know who that was, but was that a super chat?
That was
Yep.
a super chat. That was a super chat.
Fuck it, take your money back, dude. Fuck you. Son of a bitch. I hope you get Joey, I'll pay the fucking how much was it?
$2. $2.
All right, no, I'm not paying. I'll go halfway. I'll give Joey $1. Take it the fuck back.
Can you take a super chat back? That's
I don't think you can. No refund. on super chat.
I don't think so.
You kidding?
Done.
Take it.
1-800 Dabbler says Granny has more Joe Dirt vibes.
A little bit.
It's
Little bit.
fair.
It's a bit, yeah, we did, I believe. We got Little Lemmy
That's
super
also
chat.
fair.
Yeah, we got Little Lemmy super chat already.
Yeah, we got them all.
Yeah, we got them all so far. We
We
don't
got
miss a super chat.
We're all covered. I don't. Did we get this one, Reverend Billy?
Yeah, we did that one earlier too.
Okay, good.
All right, Joey
Yeah.
C, Lou, Bobby, Cranny. I gotta go, but it's been
Gonzo, we love you, brother.
Have a
All right,
good one, buddy.
Gonzo.
you guys
Hey,
take
good to
care.
speak with you, man.
Thank
Have a good one.
Yeah, nice
Have a good
meeting you,
one,
Granny. Thank you.
Hey, same
Okay.
to you.
Granny, do you have lions as house pets? Is your dad Joe Exotic? Is he still locked up?
Joe Exotic was gay. How could he be my dad, man?
I mean,
Oh,
it,
that's
it,
great.
it happens. You know,
That is right. He was gay.
That's
That's a great
Guys-
Tommy
guys-
McNulty.
gay guys have a beard once in a while, and you know,
Yeah. Not that one, man.
well, maybe not. Maybe not him.
That dude was gay from the get. He came out prancing.
But yeah, you know,
Yo,
Granny
was
always
he-
reminds me. Granny always reminds me of if Vince Neil and Sammy Hagar had a butt baby. Did you see
fucking
that? Like
kids are stressing
like-
me.
Thank you. I don't know what the
a
fuck to say to that,
combination.
man.
a combination of both of those, Vince Neil and Sammy Hagar.
Fuck, dude. I don't even know. You look like if Ursula and like the old fuck, what was his name? It was that terrible mugshot. Joey, who has the worst mugshot in history?
Worst book shot in history? Oh, I don't. There's a lot of bad ones.
Hey, you can't have the worst one if you got a bunch. Am I right, Joey?
That's
right.
true.
Let me see. Who was it? He was Nick Nolte.
Oh yeah, Nick
You
Nolte had a
look like-
Nick
yes.
Nolte.
Yeah, you look like if Ursula from The Little Mermaid fucked Nick Nolte and they made a regular baby, like the Lord intended. That's what would
I
have.
can-
That's what. Yeah.
I can go with that. I can go
I
with
had a
that.
pretty bad one myself. I had a really bad one. Mine was pretty bad.
Oh, really?
Bobby Nick says, Brostog says, Bobby Nick is an advocate for Quebecian independence.
No, well, actually, I am. Yeah, they can go. They can go be their own country. Screw them.
Brand, I gotta ask you a
Who's
$1 million
that?
question. You're sober
Yep.
now,
Quebec.
and are you seeing things more clearer? Are you loving it? Things that you may have not saw so clear when you were drinking heavily. You see things clearer on a daily basis now. I mean, honestly.
Honestly, man, no, I was a pretty cool tone running drunk, dude. Like, I'm more subdued.
Okay.
Like now, I yelled rape in a fucking convenience store the other day
Okay.
Why?
That's more
because I got
subdued?
mad, man.
You find yourself getting more angrier?
Well, yeah, no, okay, that sounded weird. As soon as I get mad, I don't just scream rape,
Right.
but
And Minecraft.
right, yeah, in Minecraft, grape, sorry, Grape. I don't usually just scream that, but we had an issue in line, so I did scream that at an overweight woman.
Well, I understand the anger part. It's all it takes time. You've been sober what now? About 60, 90 days now? Pretty much close to it.
Hasn't been that
No,
long?
man. No, it hasn't. No.
I think it's only been a couple of months.
About 60 days. You're close to 60 days. You got to be close.
You got to be.
All right. Yeah.
The question is the temptation. Has the temptation come back to you?
I feel like honestly, it was like a fucking mental thing for me, man. Like it was like I couldn't go so long without a beer, right? And that's what fucking changed. And I smoke a little more weed now, but I realize how fucking stupid I am. Like I'm hitting the mic and shit. I get stupid on fucking weed. I never did that on alcohol. Even though I was drinking like that fucking heavily, and I'm not trying to make excuses for it, man. I always spanned it out. So I was never shithouse drunk until basically I got home on some of those streams that you've seen.
Sure. It'll get better if you stay committed to it. You'll feel a lot better.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll see, Joey.
Everything is about.
Get me wrong.
As long as he doesn't get tempted, he should be good.
Well,
So
not
you,
even, man.
You've replaced it with stuff though, right? Like the
No,
weed.
not really.
I mean,
Aren't you drinking like coffee or something else? I forget.
Fucking yeah, a butt ton of coffee. Yes.
his girlfriend says he's stupid on everything. So hey, that's a plus.
Chelino's calling me fat. That's cool, man. I fucking see you, dude.
Yeah, Granny's
Comes back.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Chelino is I don't know. Chelino's a cool guy.
Yeah, you kind of have filled out a little bit there, Granny.
He looks healthy. I wouldn't say he's plump or fat. I'd say he looks healthy.
Yeah.
He looks very healthy.
I ate a shit ton up in rehab, dude.
Probably slept the first couple of days pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, the detox? Yeah, man. People were playing poop checkers.
Okay, no.
Does that actually involve poop?
It can. It could.
Goddamn, it's almost exclusively poop.
It could.
Oh, boy.
You're under the bathroom a lot. You don't want to eat nothing. You want to just go back to bed. You're frustrated. You're aggravated. With
No, Joey. I'm talking about a couple of dudes that fucking.
They pulled out a checkerboard and.
No, man, they got that booty juice a couple of times. They were freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
And you develop a tolerance to booty juice, dude. So these motherfuckers were in there just.
When you went in and they made you take a shower, did they put some kind of? They sprayed you down with some kind of stuff that they do at the rehab I went to.
That's called delousing, Joey.
Yeah,
Delousing. Yeah. It was something else. It was kind of not fun. That's mandatory, I guess, where I went.
Granny looks lovely, no doubt about it.
Yeah, he looks healthy.
Flex, no one is banning or booting anyone.
Yeah.
I know Kleenex.
No, we're not going to be on. I mean, listen. I just got done doing an IRL stream for 7 days, and I walked through the door and I had to go right to the show. So I'm pretty. I got to get get my wife ready for a show, and I'm sure she's tired at 10 o'clock for the Alpha Shot Lounge. So it's.
Oh, listen, love you guys. I got a phone call I got to take.
All right, thank you, Granny.
Later.
Thank you very much.
Have a good one, buddy.
The great Granny. Kleenex. I know Kleenex ain't taking this personal. High pitch. I don't know. Gonzo.
High pitch, I guess, fell off because the conversation shifted. So it is what it is.
Try to accommodate everybody. I'm very content. I love everybody, but I do have to answer to certain people that I respected up that. He has the right to make an opinion about somebody, and if he wasn't digging it, wasn't feeling the vibe, I got to call that guy out. Something I had to do. So people understand that. You'll understand that when you know how genuine that person is. And Bobby Nix knows what I'm talking about. Lou's getting a taste of it. He knows that the man can have anything he wants, and because he's genuine. When I tell you genuine.
Lemmy wants to know, is Spider single?
Spider is single.
There's your answer. Spider's a single man, and according to Joey C, he's hung like a horse.
Yeah, that's what I was
make that switch up. Lemmy.
And he's always smiling. You never see him unhappy. He's always smiling. Spider, always smiling. He don't do drugs. He don't drink. He don't do none of that.
You did the right thing, Joey. Who do you answer to, Joseph?
I my wife first and foremost. That's what I am.
Deadpool says, I didn't ask him to leave, and you didn't kick him. He spazzed out.
Thank you.
And Lemmy wants Spider's phone number.
Oh, I don't get involved with that now.
All right.
I can't. I don't know. That's. I will just say that he'll be on tonight. You feel free to go in the chat room, and whatever you do, conspire is between you two. Let me want Spider's phone number.
Yeah, 10
But I'm not going to do that to Granny. I like Granny. I couldn't do that to Granny. Yeah, they're together. They live together. You know, as far as I know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the props current, but I like Lemmy and I like Granny. I would not personally get involved with that. What Spider does and what you do when you ask Spider, that's got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? That's, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it is. This has been an interesting one, to say the least.
Good. I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart for tonight. For everything. The last 7 days of my life has been great. And I mean it from my bottom of my heart when I tell you I love each and one of you in a different way.
But, ladies and gentlemen, starting tomorrow, we make the push for Detroit. We need $10,000 to get there because he's going with a full staff.
Oh, yeah, it was funny because Carl goes, who was it? I think it was Kinky Catalog. Well, how many staff members are coming next year?
Little Lemmy says Granny is fine, and that they. Oh, wrong one. Where the hell to go? We date others sometimes.
Oh, okay. Well, if you got an open relationship, go for it. I'm sure that I don't know. Maybe you could talk with Spider privately and see how it works out. I'm sure he, he'll give you a shout out. We're gonna have him give you a shout out. How about that?
For an extra $10,000, we'll fly Spider into town over the weekend.
Bobby Nix, please go with your plugs, buddy. We thank God for Bobby Nix. He's the voice of reason. I can tell you that.
Sure. Hold on a second. I just gotta pull him up here. Yeah, you can check me out in the lounge. I will be there tomorrow. I'm bringing MTV back, the good old MTV, the one that played music videos, guys. And for the low price of $1, you can see your music video requests on my screen. Just go to rumble.com/The Bobby Nick Show and give me a follow. Do it right now. And No Filter with Andrew and Friends every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Go check that out on YouTube. Me and Andrew and a bunch of other lunkheads. It's a great show. Cut of the Jib, or Lunatic Lounge, actually. No longer on the Cut of the Jib's channel. It is now exclusive to my channel at Bobby Nick 1978. That's done on Mondays and Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern. So give me a follow over there on YouTube, or a sub, guys. And Catalano TV. I'm all over Catalano TV these days. Thanks for the links, guys. It's pretty awesome being here with you guys.
I'm assuming you'll be on tonight for the Alpha Shot Lounge.
The Alpha Shot Lounge, yes. Yes, for sure. And then Jason Bardo X, Bored Half to Death. It's not a show, but it's a fun hang. So
we get that back tonight, Bobby, because it's been something else.
I think he's doing a chill cast.
Yeah, it's probably still a chill cast. He's gonna bring it back though. But yeah,
when you're on the goddamn JBX channel, you don't know what you're gonna get. It could be a chill cast, a Bored Half to Death. I'll get off my fucking couch. Yeah. Whatever mood he's in, you'll get.
Let's not forget tomorrow the special. I gotta find out what's going on tomorrow. The prison podcast that I do will be tomorrow with Green Boss. We will get into Green Boss tomorrow on the prison podcast. You guys got a taste of him yesterday. We're going to be putting that together for tomorrow night. I'll announce the time. You'll see the thumbnail up. But Green Boss is an interesting character.
Yeah, and I got one more plug. Movies with 2K at 6 p.m. Eastern. Starting on my YouTube channel at Bobby Nick 1978, and we'll be going over to Rumble, the Bobby Nick Show, and the Cut of the Jib Uncensored on Rumble. to watch a great movie this Sunday and every Sunday, guys.
So you guys
check
do it
that
on
out.
YouTube to set the thing up to bring the
Yeah.
crowd over to the Rumble?
Right. We're on YouTube for the first half hour, and then we go over to Rumble to actually watch the movie, so you can watch along with us.
Please support 2K. He's a big supporter of us, and he's part of our network, and we love him. And let's not
That's right.
go over there and give him support. He's a good guy. Good guy.
2K
All right,
the
Lou.
puppet bomb.
You take it out for the outro. You guys tonight.
Jim Grindle says it hurts me to see you promote that nothing, Jason.
No. Jim.
I'm not doing that, Jim.
Get over it, Jim.
Jim,
Get over it, Jim.
he's a good guy. Trust me. Maybe
Everyone has the saying "not a show." That is,
we've all had our problems. We've all had said things we haven't wanted to say to people. We've all had arguments. The problem is, can we move past those arguments? Fix it. It's like Bobby's telling me, come on, Joey, see past the Kahuna. I will and willing to do that. I'm willing to have Kahuna right beside me when he's done with the next 2 weeks of his work. I want nothing more than that to happen. It's all in his court now. And that's all I can say on it. I'm willing to say, let bygones be bygones with Kahuna. Let's go back to the morning show.
Yep, coming up tonight at 10, the Alpha Shot Lounge with Miss T. Jason will be a part of it. Bobby, Spider, hopefully.
Spider will be here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever gets a link will be on the show.
That's it.
That's right.
And tune in tomorrow morning, and we'll be back with the morning show with DC Joe and me. And I believe JBS will be on as well.
Bobby Nick, I believe we sent him a Nick. We sent him one last night for it.
If Bobby Nick is awake, he'll also be joining us as well.
Yeah. If I'm up, I'll be there for sure. For sure, guys.
All right, Lou, take it out, buddy. Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you, Gonzo. Thank you, Granny. Thank you, High Pitch. Thank you, Gonzo. Thank you, Granny. And thank you. Who else am I missing? I missed somebody.
Thank you, everyone who tuned in. We'll be back.
Phoenix, High Pitch, Granny. Thank you. Thank you for being a special guest today.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back Friday afternoon at our regularly scheduled time of 2:30.
And thank you to all the great chatters we have here, our friends. We love you guys.